have a bunch of projects that I just don't remember what they were now. I guess I could look through those. I don't know. I feel like I need to make some more progress on this. I mean, because I really haven't. You know, I don't know if this, I don't know if this really works. I'm not sure I really like that. I don't think that sounds right. You know what? I'm just not able to do this right now, so. Anyway, also everyone in the chat, you can call me Bees for sure. Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. I've just been saying Melise. Like G's Melise. Like B's Melise. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it, but anyway. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna end the stream soon. When I'm feeling up to it later, I will just, like, when I start on something and then I actually start making significant progress, I'll stream that so you guys can watch something interesting instead of, meh, you know? So, but I'll just hang around here a little bit and read your comments. I don't know either. I don't know if I say it right. One of the few people who pronounce my name right. Oh, yay! All the nostalgic pony songs are from Kitsune Squared. Yeah, like Fluttershy's Yay song, Take Off in the Land. Kitsune Squared is one of my favorite artists of the 2010s. He now has like another channel, but it's not like well known or anything. Anyway, well, guess that's about it then. So I'm just gonna end the stream. Thank you all for joining me, and also if there's a better time of day for me to stream at, just let me know. I'm thinking earlier in the day is probably better based on my analytics, but I don't know. So, alright. I know there's like a major latency though, so I'm just gonna wait about 10 seconds just in case. Oh.
Map, and indeed this very castle are grown from the seed we planted over 1,000 years ago.
Then it did work.
What worked? Each of us infused a crystal seed with our magic in hopes that it would grow into a force for good.
We wanted to leave something to protect the realm in our absence, but we never dreamed our gift would become so powerful.
Y'all mean the elements came from you?
You know, the sparkly crystal things that grow from the tree of harmony and represent each of us? Laughter, honesty, generosity, loyalty, kindness, and magic.
They are reflections of our own elements of hope, strength, beauty, bravery, healing, and sorcery.
We had no idea our small seed would bloom into the living spirit of the land. I am glad our mantles have passed to such capable ponies.
More importantly, we no longer need Ponehenge to send our foe back to Limbo. We can use the stored magic in this tree of harmony.
But doesn't a banishing spell take a lot of power? We'd have to sacrifice the elements for that.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be gone forever?
Star Swirl, I don't think the tree can survive without the elements. If it dies, Equestria will suffer.
If the Pony of Shadows has his way, your land will not exist. So, unless you have a better idea... Our foe will seek dark places from which to draw power. I will prepare my spell, so that we may strike as soon as you find it.
What are we waiting for?
I like your spirit.
Oh, yeah!
What about this one?
Sea pony etiquette isn't gonna help right now, Spike.
Twilight? Are you okay?
I just unleashed ultimate evil and doomed Equestria because I was obsessed with meeting my idol. Why wouldn't I be okay?
You didn't know that was gonna happen.
But I should have listened to you and left things alone. Now the elements of harmony will be lost to fix my mistake.
Maybe there's another way.
If there is, Twilight will find it.
Portal gate, portal keys, portal spells. Yes! If the pillars can hold open the gateway to Limbo, a powerful pony can do the banishing spell herself. Do you know what this means?
I can stop carrying books.
The pillars don't have to leave Equestria. Even though we'll lose the elements, we'll have the ponies that created them, and the Pony of Shadows will be banished for good.
That's great. But I was thinking of another way that maybe doesn't involve banishing at all.
Star Swirl knew what he was doing when he cast that spell. If I can make it even better, maybe he'll see that I take magic as seriously as he does.
It seems the dark places Star Swirl indicated on the map have changed.
I bet the Pony of Shadows would have loved the ghastly caverns before 1,000 years of erosion turned it into the ghastly gorge.
The Appaloosian wastes sure sounded dark and desolate.
Who knew they would become such a popular square dancing destination?
And I get how this part of Equestria used to be cast an eternal night, where the Pony of Shadows could draw power and wreak havoc while ponies were powerless to stop him. But how did it come back? Did I mention it's really bright?
It seems there are fewer dark corners in the realm these days.
Isn't that a good thing?
True. The Pony of Shadows will have a hard time regaining power. When he rears his head, we'll be ready.
Isn't there some way to banish him without losing all of you?
I wish there were. But to save our home, we are willing to leave it.
I don't think you'll have to. My spell isn't finished yet, but I think we can send the Pony of Shadows to Limbo without all of you having to go as well.
While I appreciate your enthusiasm, Twilight, this is hardly the time to take risks on half-baked spells.
Begging your pardon, Mr. the Bearded, but Twilight doesn't do anything halfway.
Especially not magic.
Seriously, she got her wings by finishing one of your spells. I think you'll find her work is worth reading before you dismiss it out of hoof. While it is an unconventional approach, I believe it could work.
I suppose there is a chance.
But we still have no idea where to find the villain.
Maybe we should try there? The Hollow Shades. I think a branch of the Apple family lives there.
They have to be pretty distant. The Hollow Shades was abandoned eons ago.
That's odd. The only time the maps called all of us to one place was Starlight's village.
So it's like a supervillain tracker! No offense.
Do you think the map could be trying to tell us where the Pony of Shadows is?
The Tree of Harmony acting to protect the light of the realm. Yes, a good thought, Twilight. I will make my notes on this spell. Ready yourselves for battle.
I know I'm not as experienced as all of you, but is banishment really the only option? I mean, it's been a long time. Maybe the Pony of Shadows is ready to talk?
I doubt we can save our homeland with a conversation.
But we could try.
Starlight, I'm sure Star Swirl and the others did try.
The Pony of Shadows was not interested in reconciliation. Once a villain, always a villain. Twilight, Sunburst, would you accompany me? I wish to refine this spell for our use.
Come! We must prepare for the struggle ahead.
I know Star Swirl is a great wizard, but this whole plan seems wrong. The maps only ever sent us to solve friendship problems.
Maybe so, but the Pony of Shadows doesn't really seem like the friendship type.
Honestly, we don't know anything about him.
Well, no pony does.
That's not entirely true. You all knew the Pony of Shadows before he became what he is now. You must have been friends, so what happened?
The tale of our rift is a sad one. Stygian was a pony like the rest of us, though more scholar than hero. He recognized our emerging world would need champions to defend it.
He may have gathered us together, but he himself was just an ordinary unicorn who soon grew jealous of our abilities.
He stole objects from each of us. Artifacts to use in a spell.
And we cast him out for it.
We always thought to return and seek forgiveness. But when we saw him again, his heart was bent on revenge. He dashed even my hope of saving him.
But why did he steal the artifacts from you?
No doubt it was an enchantment to take our powers for himself.
That looks like a lot of work.
It is what must be done, and it would be best if we were not disturbed.
I'm sorry, Starlight, but we can't stop the talk. The stakes are too high and we have to—
Banish Stygian to Limbo. I get it.
Who?
Stygian was the name the Pony of Shadows gave up when he turned to darkness.
And I'm just trying to figure out why.
Envy. He wanted more power than he had, and that desire led him down a path from which there is no return.
I know from experience that's not always Idol wasn't around when you decided to be my friend.
So long ago.
It seems a shame to harm it.
A necessary sacrifice. With the element's power, we will bind the Pony of Shadows.
How do we use them?
Well, I'm not sure. They simply work for us.
The elements are attuned to you. We must use their magic in pairs.
No problem. We're used to banishing evil before breakfast. And it'll be an honor to save Equestria with y'all.
I really hope Twilight knows what she's doing.
I don't remember reading anything that said the Hollow Shades was like this.
Oh, the Pony of Shadows must have twisted it to his purposes.
Prepare yourselves. He is here. Stygian, show yourself and face us!
I definitely would have remembered reading about this.
Welcome to the Well of Shade. When you turned your backs on me, I discovered this place. The darkness spoke to me of a power beyond any I could imagine, and I listened. The shadow and I became one. Soon, all of the realm will be the same. Then all ponies will feel the despair I did when you cast me out.
We did what we had to do. You tried to steal our powers for yourself.
No, it was you who were selfish. Now, you will pay!
Are you still sure this isn't a friendship problem?
Ready? Open the portal! Now!
No! You will not trap me again!
Twilight, push him in!
Huh? There's a pony in there. Are you Stygian?
I was, once, until my friends betrayed me.
But Star Swirl says you betrayed them. You wanted their magic.
No, I wanted their respect. I brought them together. I planned strategy and I read all I could about the beasts we faced. But I didn't have magic or strength, so no pony ever noticed me. I went to Ponehenge to make my own copies of the artifacts. With them, I thought I could be a pillar too, and stand by their side in battle. I never wanted to steal their power. But instead of sharing and letting me help, my friends threw me out. So I became stronger than any of them. The darkness welcomed me when no pony would, and I will do what I must to protect it.
This is all a misunderstanding. If the pillars knew how you felt, I'm sure they wouldn't have turned their backs on you. The shadow isn't who you really are. Let me help you be Stygian again.
Even if my friends did still care, what makes you think you have the power to help me?
Because it's what she does. I wasn't so different from you, and Twilight helped me change. If there's one pony in Equestria that can save a friendship, it's her.
I want to believe you.
But the darkness will not be stopped!
Fight the darkness, Stygian! You don't need it anymore! Revenge isn't what you want! Friendship is! Twilight! The shadow won't let go of him! He wants to stop, but he can't do it alone!
Then we must help him.
Yeah! Oh, it felt so good to do that again! Friendship power rush! Woo! The elements! They didn't disappear!
Maybe because we used them for healing magic instead of banishing?
Look!
Long ago, you needed our help, Stygian. But instead of listening, we turned our backs on you. Pride clouded my judgment. I owe you an apology. Thank you for helping us see the errors of our ways, Twilight. It seems I never accounted for the magic of friendship.
Thank you, Swirl Star. Star Swirl. So, apparently a conversation can save Equestria?
Something tells me I will be making a lot of apologies today. I simply cannot believe how tall you've gotten.
Well, it has been over 1,000 years. Will you stay here and teach magic once again? My sister and I have such fond memories of your lessons.
As long as you don't ask for those essays we owed you before you disappeared.
I'm not certain Canterlot is where I belong. The realm has grown, and I believe I'll have a look around before I settle in any one place.
And I long to see what has become of my home.
I believe we all do.
Then I hope you will return to Canterlot on occasion and share the wisdom of your great experience with the next generation of ponies.
We would be honored, but if it is wisdom you seek, look no further than your own pupil. She showed me that the power of friendship is a magical force indeed, and that in turning away from others, you hurt yourself as well.
It's funny. I thought meeting my idol would give me all the answers I ever wanted. But instead, I forgot what I already knew. Good thing I had a student of my own to remind me. This happened while we were gone?
Wow, those are all the places we went when we left to save Equestria.
Ugh! There's that horrid town where we were almost sold.
The pirates! They were pretty awesome. Once they decided not to throw us overboard.
And Mount Eris! Oh, Starlight, did you know we made seashell necklaces for all the sea ponies?
You... really? What about that unicorn, the one who attacked Canterlot?
Tempest. I invited her to come to Ponyville, but she wanted to spread the word of the Storm King's defeat and share what she learned about friendship.
Y'all think that's why the map grew? Friendship quests beyond Equestria?
I hope not. I've had quite enough life-threatening adventures, thank you very much. How many friendship quests do you think we need to go on before we have to expand the throne room?
We can't do it all alone.
Sure we can! We just need to knock this wall down, get some paint.
No, I mean the world is filled with so many different creatures who know nothing about friendship. We need help if we're gonna teach them all about friendship. Lots of help.
Perhaps, but where does one go to learn about friendship?
Here. They can all go here, because we're gonna open a school.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure.
Tons of fun.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete to have mine. Do you know you are my very best friends?
I think a school of friendship is a wonderful idea, Twilight. I'll help in any way I can.
I just have a few questions. What time should school start each day?
It really
What's the ideal length for class? Do you test regularly?
Oh, well, that's
What about class projects?
That's a very...
Assigned seating, open seating, or is that too unstructured?
Oh, Twilight, you are my star pupil. If anyone knows how to run a school, it's you.
There's a big difference between attending a school and running one. It's not like there's a rule book to follow.
Actually, there is. The EEA guidebook is very specific about how to run a school.
The EEA? I've never heard of that. Should I have heard of that?
Of course not. You've never run a school before. The Equestria Education Association is a board of learned ponies that oversee every school in Equestria.
Even your school? But you're you!
Not even a princess can do whatever she likes when it comes to shaping young pony minds. The EEA ensures that whether it's unicorns studying magic, Pegasi learning weather, or Earth ponies researching agriculture, all schools are held to the same high standard. They'll need to approve your plan before you can move forward.
Okay, Spike. Looks like we have a presentation to make.
After everything we've been through, how hard can that be? I'm gonna go with really hard.
Hello. My name is...
Princess Twilight Sparkle. I am Chancellor Naysay. Equestria owes you a great debt. But princess or no, we expect you to do things by the book.
I think you'll find my curriculum meets all your requirements, Chancellor.
And can we trust you to follow through with this plan? Or will you leave the school unattended to gallop off on your adventures?
My journey beyond Equestria showed me first hoof that the threats out there are greater than we imagined.
I think she may play that.
If we want to keep our land safe and create a friendlier tomorrow, we need to teach the magic of friendship far and wide.
A school for ponies to learn how to protect themselves.
More like respecting differences and communicating.
The EEA concurs. Every pony should be prepared to defend our way of life. So, if your work is in order, provisional EEA approval is granted. We will need to observe your school up and running before it can be fully accredited.
Then please, join us for Friends and Family Day. It'll be the perfect time to see our progress.
It's too much. Too much! You think so? I had hoped dressing the part would help me feel the part.
Not your dress.
It needs to be about 20% core.
Us teaching? They're gonna think I'm an egghead.
Well, the students are gonna love my confetti cannon class. It's gonna be a blast! Hello there. I'm your teacher. I hope you enjoy class, but if you don't enjoy it, that's okay too.
I don't know about all this.
It's going to be fine. Everything about this school just feels right. See? If Twilight isn't stressed, you've got nothing to worry about.
And you're sure you want us to be teachers in classrooms?
The EEA is very clear on how schools should be run. We have a huge responsibility, and I need you all to do this by the book. That means no cannons in class, Pinky.
Aw, not even a teeny cannon!
I know it's not some big adventure against the forces of evil, but this could be the most important thing we've ever done. I can't run a school of friendship without my best friends. Can I count on you?
Of course you can, darling.
Call me Professor Egghead. I'm in.
About that, one thing I forgot to mention. It's not just ponies.
That was unexpected. Oh, students certainly traveled from far and wide to attend our school.
Princess Celestia helped me reach out to all the kingdoms. After all, friendship is something that needs to be shared with every creature. Welcome to the School of Friendship. I'm your head mare, Twilight Sparkle. Please follow Guidance Counselor Starlight to sign in and get your class assignments. Then we can show you your living quarters.
Whoa, sorry. I'm Sandbar. Are you a student here too?
No, I just figured I'd randomly stand here and see how many ponies would walk into me.
Gallus!
Grandpa Gruff? What are you doing here?
Flew all the way from Griffinstone to introduce Gallus.
Rainbow Dash, right? Gilda told me about you. You're a teacher? Ah, thought you'd be cooler.
Ponies!
Prince Rutherford!
This Yoda Yap! She come to pony school. Make it better.
Yeah, can't wait to meet ponies and tell all about Yakistan. Ah!
Why don't I show you around before you destroy the place?
The dragons are better than this. Why am I here?
Because, as Dragon Lord, I'm ordering you to be here. Hey, Spike! Come meet Smolder.
Great to see you, Ember. Which one is Smolder?
Ocellus! What did we talk about? I told you,
Stay in your own form. It's the polite thing to do. Sorry, she's shy.
What is that? No way! I didn't know ponies could turn into... what are you?
A changeling.
Ponies can turn into changelings?
No, but changelings can turn into ponies.
Huh, that's confusing.
I am General Seaspray of Her Majesty Queen Novo's Navy. I would like to introduce the Queen's niece, Silverstream.
This place is amazing!
I've spent most of my life in a coral reef underwater. I was a sea pony, but now I'm a hippogriff. Long story. Anyway,
Wow! Is that a yak?
Thank you so much for supporting the grand opening of our school. I hope you'll all join us for Friends and Family Day to see the amazing progress your students are making. Looks like school's in session.
The School of Friendship, first day of class. Will we fail or will we pass? Students come from far and wide. Brand new friends here by our side.
Take a breath, look around, it's amazing. I can't believe that it's real. Students galore, new ideas to explore. Can't contain the excitement I feel. Can't mess up, can't afford a mistake now. Think success, keep it firmly in sight. Make sure to do things by the book. Make sure to do it all right.
The School of Friendship must get to class. Will we fail or will we pass? Students learning from the best, taking notes to pass the test.
Wait, hold on, not like that, just a second. I'm not sure if that method's approved. Let me take a look. Yep, right here in the book. Come on, we just got in the groove. Can't mess up, can't afford a mistake now. We are shaping young minds to ignite. Do it like it says in the book. Now make sure you're doing it right.
There's not an equation on how to have fun. The students look bored now. Well, what have I done?
Can't teach being honest, not sure what to do. I'm quite certain I'm lost.
None of us has a clue.
School of Friendship, another class. Wish it were more of a blast. Thought this school would be more fun. Can't wait for our classes to be done.
Can't mess up, can't afford a mistake now.
No way to have fun. Oh, what have I done?
Think success, keep it firmly in sight.
Wish that we could leave.
We don't have a clue.
Listen to this one request. Make things fun. We're really stressed.
Make sure to do things by the
to be about 20%
now.
Can we tell her this thing is a mess?
Is this what boring is? Am I bored? Please. These ponies are the heroes of Equestria?
Listen, these ponies saved all of us from the Storm King.
How? By boring him into surrender?
Our teachers are a little different than I expected.
Ugh! Pony school, waste of time! Yak school teach how to braid yak hair! Braiding yak hair is best! Is there anything in Yakistan that isn't the best? Yes! Wait. No! Yak's best. No claws, no wings, no fire. Needs to be about what is it exactly you're proud of?
Oh, cool it. No need to harsh Yona's love for her heritage, okay?
Aw, are we not being sweet and friendly enough for you, pony?
That was sarcasm, right? Because you weren't being sweet or nice. Maybe dragons and griffins are just too tough for friendship. Yak's tough, just not nasty.
Who you call a nasty klutz?
Okay, break it up! Break it up!
What is going on here?
Just a friendly discussion about the magic of friendship amongst friends.
Everyone, go to your next class. I just can't believe it. Fights breaking out when they're supposed to be learning friendship?
Things definitely aren't going as by the book as Twilight planned.
That's because we're terrible teachers. Face it, this school isn't gonna work.
Breaking out in the hallway.
I don't look like that, do I?
I get it. Things are getting off to a rougher start than expected. But that's okay.
Who are you and what have you done with Twilight Sparkle?
Every school in Equestria follows these rules. As long as we do too, we'll be fine.
Maybe we should try something new?
The EEA will be here this afternoon for Friends and Family Day. They need to see a school that follows their guidelines.
Even if those guidelines aren't working?
Well then, we have to try harder and make sure they do. Another morning, another chance to inspire our students.
Hey, Professor Dash's class is this way.
Where are you going? You're not
It
skipping,
needs
are
to be
you?
about 20%
That's
cooler.
exactly what we're doing.
But Friends and Family Day!
Is after class. Relax. This is just a quick mental health break.
Oh, that sounds legit. We're in, McDonnie.
I guess I'll tag along too. But make sure you don't get into trouble.
This way, Angel.
Professor Fluttershy, we're busted!
Oh my, what are you all doing? Aren't classes that way?
A generosity field trip, darling. I'm taking the students to the lake to look at our divine reflections.
Oh, that sounds nice. Have fun.
I take back everything I said about you. That was cool.
Thanks. Wait, what did you say about me?
You're sure sticking to the book is gonna work?
My friends can handle anything. They'll have these problems turned around before we know it.
Problems?
Chancellor Naysay, you're here.
Yes. And you seem unprepared. If there are problems,
Problems? Ha! Of course not. We can't wait to show you around.
And that's why griffins breathe fire when we get mad.
They do not. Wait, do they? No. Really? Griffin's just full of hot air.
And yaks are actually good at jokes. How about that? What are dragons good at?
Competition? Who's up for a race?
Rainbow Dash, why aren't you in class teaching?
Because my students are gone. Gone somewhere else, doing a loyalty lesson. And I was just going to grab
It needs to be about
this
20%
pencil
cooler.
because they need it, wherever they are, which I know because I'm the teacher.
I see. Well, Chancellor, we have other classes. We can just...
let's follow the professor. I'm quite curious about this lesson in loyalty.
Of course. We want to instill a sense of loyalty towards others. We encourage acts of generosity and kindness.
Figured we shouldn't be the only ones enjoying the view.
Yes, not best at flying!
An appreciation for the value of laughter.
Flying is best! Congratulations, Yoda! You are officially the weirdest thing I've seen so far! What do you say, Ocellus? Can you be weirder than a flying yak?
And to always be honest in any situation.
Honesty is imperative. Princess, are we going in circles?
Look at the time. We'd better head to the lake for Friends and Family Day. I'm sure all the students and faculty will be there.
It's an improvement, darling. What is that?
The school is under attack!
Maybe skipping class wasn't the best idea.
How dare you! This act of aggression against ponies.
I'm so sorry, Chancellor. We clearly had some students get a little carried away.
Those are students? But you said you were opening this school to protect Equestria, to defend ponies from dangerous creatures who don't have our best interests at heart.
My school teaches for all of us to work together through friendship.
And how do you know these creatures won't take what they have learned here and use it against us?
Friendship isn't just for ponies.
It should be.
Unicorn think yaks don't need friendship? Maybe yaks don't need pony school!
Well, then perhaps you should return to your kind.
Your kind? Smolder, let's go.
Queen Novo will want to hear of this.
Well, this place seemed lame anyways.
It's fine. We know not every pony sees us the way you do. We're used to it.
Princess Celestia helped me reach out to all the kingdoms. When she hears you close the school
Because you failed to meet the EEA's standards?
What?
Irresponsible teachers, students skipping class, endangering ponies. Your school is a disaster. Perhaps if you had higher standards for who was admitted, this could have been avoided. Regardless. By order of the EEA, I am shutting this school down.
Hey, it's the Procrastinators Podcast again.
I can't believe it's been again so soon.
I can't believe we didn't get canceled after the last. I can't believe after all that racist shit we said on the last episode that they let us make another one.
Well, they said that was exactly why
They brought me back on. They had to
season.
drag me back out to be the radical centrist to keep you in check. Sorry.
Whichever one of the Koch brothers is still alive smoked his cigar and was like, these boys are exactly what we need. Give these guys $1 billion. So we're gonna fire Eleazar and we're gonna have a whole team of corporate editors. We're gonna have real production
Now
values.
the
We're gonna have
podcast
a real,
is really dead.
We're gonna have a real podcast soon. Oh, what a week! What a week! Right off the bat, I'll tell you what I'm excited about. The Vapors 2 books. They are in the mail, and I'm looking at like the tracking numbers, and they are like just like a couple hours ago. They made their way. They had left Florida. They have arrived in Massachusetts, and so I'm assuming they will be in my grasp maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. It's coming.
I'm ready.
It's coming.
It's been so long, I
ready.
forgot I even spent money on it.
I've been writing. Right. Everyone who spent money on it is gonna have forgotten.
You could
And it'll
have
be
just pocketed all the cash.
Damn, fuck. It's gonna be they're gonna forgot that they spend however much they're gonna get it like for free. It's like they're just gonna be getting a free present from me. Like
Pretty
they didn't
much.
even pay for it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at the
'Cause
thing
at
and
this- at
I
this
completely forgot that one of the stretch goals was like the Ben Saint heart pin. I didn't realize. I forgot I was getting that.
Yeah, everybody gets that. Everybody gets that, and
I'm
everybody
excited.
gets $1.
Oh my god.
Everybody gets $1 with Class War and a hammer and sickle on.
I'm gonna frame that
the-
as my first dollar. Like literally, like actually.
Incredible.
My first communist dollar. It'll be for me. Yeah, the Vapors 2 Kickstarter achieved full communism, and all it cost was $10,000.
I wonder how much it'll cost for America.
If only Stalin had known that communism was that cheap.
Damn.
There was a. All right, right in with the politics. I saw a great video. Actually, I was doing my Patreon podcast this week, this month. It was terrible. Don't listen to it. Do not, I repeat, do not pledge at patreon.com/bensaint and listen to the latest episode. It was bad. I am ashamed of myself. But in the comments, Janess, who was at RadCon, we met her at the meetup. She left a comment and she told me about this video called it's called like
responding to every argument
argument
against socialism.
You commented on Twitter. Like answering every like criticism of communism or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just a video where he goes through like all these different arguments that you hear all the time and just kind of like, does a little debunking of each one. It's really good. It's really good. The guy's channel is called Spooky Scary Socialist. It apparently took him 2 years to make this video because it's like 45 minutes of like his little like puppet avatar, like fully animated with like mouth movements, like explaining it.
What a fool.
Yeah, for real.
What?
It took
Wait,
him,
like a stop motion puppet or a hand?
No,
puppet?
like a flash.
No,
puppet.
like a flash puppet.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it's not like well drawn or anything.
That's the
but
whole
he's, like,
thing.
very
It was
meticulous.
wasted effort. It was very much wasted effort. I appreciate it, but at the same time,
I like it. I like watching it talk, but at the same time, it probably wasn't worth 2 years.
Exactly.
When he could have just voiced it, he could have just put it over a static image, and it would have been fine.
during those 2 years, VTubers have become a thing and have completely made that production pipeline bloated and silly by comparison. You just gotta get Live 2D and have it do all the automated keyframes for you.
Oh my god, you're right.
He should have just pitched up his voice, made a cute little anime waifu that'd have 1 million views right now.
I should get
They don't even need like good lip syncing.
No, they
loves
don't.
it.
Wait, should I get Live 2D?
I think everybody should.
I
feel like it's
was trying
the
to
inevitable
get-
end game for all of us.
I was
VTubers are
trying
the
to get,
downfall of society.
a fucking like live 2D like version of Punk, but it was too complex, and I ran out of time. I wanted to do it for like my draw streams in August, but it was too much work to do.
Well, you have like a 3D model of Pump from the game, right?
I do.
Were you trying to use that?
I tried to convert it, and
Well, Live 2D, you start with a drawing. You start with a drawing, and you make it like a puppet.
You make it a puppet.
Oh,
but the 3D stuff, it's absolutely abysmal, terrible, horrible.
It's
I
very
needed to
complicated
I
to
needed
set
to
up.
convert it to some other program and open it in that program so that I could export it as something else from that program. And the list of like the tutorial list was so long and convoluted that I killed myself and I'm dead now.
Wow. Well, darn.
But I will do that. I
Sucks.
do want to do that, like a little Punk, like while I'm drawing or whatever. I have a webcam, but like it's Punk there or some other character, one of them, any of them.
Would be
Redman,
pretty cool.
Ella, Gun Girl.
Could you stream and maybe you have like a little like Discord like chat window open and someone else on like a webcam whose face is like controlling the puppet and like they like play Punk through this model and it's like the two of you can have a little like back and forth. I don't know. I'm coming up with this on the fly.
So like I'm drawing.
I'm on the cutting edge.
I'm drawing.
Yeah,
and then...
you're drawing, and your webcam is showing you. But then like over here is Pump, who some other person who you are in a Discord call with is moving and puppeting them with their face. Pretty cool.
Some advanced
pretty
technology.
Cool.
Pretty
I mean,
freaking cool.
The reason you would get a VTuber avatar is so that you don't have to show your face. That's what I would do.
Well, that's boring. Why stop there? Why do the most obvious thing?
We've already been exposed. There's no saving us now. We might as well just go balls deep.
The only VTuber I like is the bunny girl in the maid outfit with the big titties.
Which one?
No, there's one. There's the dog girl. No, there's the bunny girl in the blue. There's the bunny girl in the blue.
I don't know a single one of them.
She's special. Well, I just saw a gif of her. I just saw a gif of her holding a giant carrot. It was pretty cool.
She's special. She's my waifu. Nobody else is on the entire internet.
That's right. That's correct. Just she's like Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, who I thought was a girl growing up, and I had a huge crush on. First orgasm I ever had, jacking off to Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh.
Is that true?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, really.
I did think Rabbit was a girl.
Degenerate enough to make that to be true. That's believable to me.
I thought Rabbit was a girl because he gardened a lot, but I still didn't think he was hot.
Think of all the progress Ben's made. The fucking communist man he is now. Before he enforced such strict gender stereotypes, he thought Rabbit was a girl.
Only women are involved in agriculture.
Rabbit wore a fucking apron. You know?
Yeah, like he becomes like
I mean, I think his character is that
he acts like
sort
a mom.
of like an effeminate man that does things that women are supposed to do.
Well, he acts like a mom in the one with the bird I forget the one with Kessie.
Yeah.
He nags, like a woman. All the signifiers are there. I think Rabbit might be trans, guys.
Oh, ooh.
Which way? I don't know.
Time to watch a new cartoon and talk about it with a little avatar in the corner.
Time to make a really long YouTube video talking about
go through all the problems of making a live 2D puppet and then just make knockoff mysterious Mr. Enter videos with it.
Just have like a Sans Eye Winnie the Pooh OC. And he's Sans Eye Winnie the Pooh.
What?
When he's got the blue glow in his eye, he's Sans
I know what you
Eye.
mean.
Winnie the Pooh. Because you gotta have a Winnie the Pooh Sona. You gotta have the like a Pooh Sona. What's your Pooh Sona, guys?
Hey guys. So I've made this new the Winnie the 100 Acre Wood tabletop RPG.
Oh,
and you gotta pick your race. You're either a stuffed animal or a real animal, and the two have like different like bonuses and malices against each other. They deal different like damage types. It's like a rock paper scissors type thing, but there's only two of them. So
one is just better than the other.
Yeah.
What about Human Children? Is that the third one? Like Human Child beats the shit out of stuffed animal.
It's like Kyogre and Groudon.
Real animal kills child, and then stuffed
like
animal forces the real animal to choke when it eats it.
It's like Kyogre and Groudon, and Christopher Robin is like Rayquaza.
I know what that means.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
He flies up in the sky.
Yeah, and he's got air. He's got airlock.
Like metaphorically flying above the sky because he's a real person and he has something that the toys can never have.
And at the end, you climb on his back and ride him into space. You know?
Yeah. I remember that happening in the show all the time. So it checks out.
You gotta climb up the Eeyore Hill and watch the clouds do their crazy aurora thing, and you just take off, and we gotta come on Piglet. Oh, Piglet, we gotta catch fucking Deoxys. There's a meteor headed towards her. We gotta catch it. His defense is really low. Piglet, I hope you learn false swipe. That all makes a lot of sense to me anyway. That all checks out.
Yeah, Insert
that's the
Winnie
sort
the
of,
Pooh
like...
baseball game reference here. Bringing that back. Longtime viewers might remember that.
I don't.
How far did you get? How far did you get in Winnie the Pooh's Grand Slam or whatever?
Oh, not very far.
I think I got to Tigger, who was like the third guy. I got like halfway through. But I started to tap out when it actually started to get tough.
As someone
Rabbit was like, yeah, I could deal with Rabbit, but then
since I've played all of like the Dark Souls series since that episode, I can confirm that game is harder than Dark Souls. Not a meme.
Yeah,
definitely true.
Yeah. I think I don't know. There comes a point when it's like you have to be like pixel fucking perfect, and I just could not read. I just could not read the pitches at all. I had no idea what was happening. No, it bested me. And I've beaten like Super Meat Boy, and I've beaten all kinds of hard games and shit. I beat Downwell. Downwell's
It needs to be
kind of
about
hard.
20% cooler.
It's not that hard.
I can't beat Downwell. I always get unlucky.
The way to win Downwell is just to use floaty. My strategy is use floaty, hope for early knife and fork, and just increase your max health. But you can go the other way too, where you just go like full on like hyper offensive, kill everything before they have a chance to damage you style, which also works. Lamau.
Not played.
Video games.
I love
fun
video
pastime.
games. So good.
You know, I've got some video game thing to talk about. Maybe, I don't know, have either of you played World of Warcraft ever?
I played a little bit of Kata back when it came out, and that's it.
I played I leveled up. I fully leveled up a character one summer when Wrath of the Lich King was new.
Cool.
And that was it. I didn't do much raiding or
It needs to be
anything.
about 20% cooler.
Yeah, I've been since they announced like a year ago or a number of months ago, World of Warcraft Classic servers are now a thing, which recreate the world before the Cataclysm.
I remember when that was coming out, my a bunch of my roommates were talking about it because like all my roommates used to play World of Warcraft. Like the reason I played it that one summer was because a bunch of them who I went to college with were like, "Hey, we're all going Wrath of the Lich King coming up, Ben. You should play with us." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I ended up getting that into it. But like, have I ever mentioned that like the people I live with, or a bunch of them anyway, like a bunch of the people that I met, like and like the way that I got this place that I live in right now, they were a bunch of people who came from this forum that was called the TLDR, and it was for people who were banned from the World of Warcraft forums.
No.
Yeah, this is like the clique of people who like congealed around this house.
Incredible.
Yeah, they were these bunch of miscreants who were like banned from the Warcraft forums and formed their own forum.
What do they say? Do they say nasty words?
I don't know. I got to imagine that there's as many different reasons for having been banned from the World of Warcraft forums as there are stars in the sky.
Well, yes.
Cool. Anyway, just thought that was a nice anecdote I would share.
It needs to be about
So,
20% cooler.
World of Warcraft. I was a big World of Warcraft freak. In my early university days, or maybe no, it was before university, but it was like end of school. I was playing it all summer, like a big loser. But then, there's been a number of expansions. Wrath of the Lich King was really big and hype, and everybody loved it, and it was like snowy, like Mordor, you know, like cool, epic. That was the cool time. And then the expansion that came out afterwards was the Cataclysm, and it changed a lot of the level 1 to 60 content in Azeroth.
It's an improvement.
Permanently. And I have hated the game slowly ever since that point, because they just ruined so much about the things I liked. And I'm going back now to World of Warcraft Classic because they finally said, fine, we'll let you have the thing you've been asking us for ever since Cataclysm. We'll finally let you buy this thing. and I've been playing
How
it.
generous of them.
Well, it's so funny because they like were on record, like on stage. Someone asked them like a couple years ago, like, "Can you like release Classic?" And they're like, "No, you guys think you know what you want, but you don't."
It's
Fucking idiots.
it's been like
Such
so
hubris.
annoying. The years like ever since Cataclysm, I played it once, obviously because it was new and it was like, oh wow, a giant dragon called Deathwing burned everything. That's pretty cool. I play all the new content. I see all the new quests, and I had previously played and seen every other pre-quest before the world changed. So I knew everything. I knew all the differences. And the biggest difference was they made it far more convenient to the detriment of absolutely everything that made World of Warcraft good. It was so much it was so much
They did
about
that
like
to the classic.
Yeah, they did it like I mean it's been slowly over the expansions because the level cap raises every time. They need to make it, you know, possible for a new player to get to the highest level in a timely fashion. So the amount of experience you need to gain lowers slightly. But with Cataclysm, they redid all the old quests to make them fundamentally more streamlined. You go into a place, and all of the quests send you out into a small area near the quest hub. You do the quest, you come back to the quest hub, and they lead you on to the next area. And you go through the entire zone, like a theme park ride almost. You never really need to think, you never explore, you just go on the track that they provide. And you can technically not do that. You can technically not do any of the quests. It's just like, there's no content if you do that. So they turned it into a theme park that sucks and is boring. And it's fine the first time, but like once you've seen it, there's no joy in exploring the world anymore. So like, I've been stewing about this, and especially how they said you don't know what you want. It takes so much longer to level up in Classic, in vanilla World of Warcraft.
Oh no!
It takes so long to level up, and it's difficult, and you don't want that. I'm pretty sure.
I liked leveling up. Like I had fun with the game when I was leveling up and like exploring the world, and then when it got time to start raiding, I was like, I hate this. This is awful.
Yeah, I've never been into raiding.
Was not fun.
The whole thing with raiding is that it completely becomes, you know, the multiplayer aspect is high level. The world is what I like, and I always liked the you know, the architecture, like the big chunky like bone buildings that the orcs use. Like ridiculous. Like how could a bone be that big that they make a tent out of it? What creature could have made this bone? Never explained, but it's great.
I mean, the just the visuals were my favorite part of playing WoW. That was like that. Like PS2 was like something that really got me into like low poly and stuff because like I grew up with it, obviously. But like going back and playing WoW, and like being able to just like really stop and examine everything and like trying to figure out how everything was made was like so fucking cool. And that was like one of the big catalysts that really made me like, I want to do this. And it was just the way they crafted everything, and just like everything was all like boxy, but like there was like a lot of artistic flair to it. Oh, it was such a good design. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you said, Tom, you played when Cataclysm came out.
Yeah, so like all the quests were super fucking boring and dumb, and I hated it.
I mean, it's not like World of Warcraft Classic was like the quests were way more interesting. It's just that the slowness of like the progression, and like things like the mounts cost like untold amounts of gold in the early game, and now in the new games they're like really cheap and you can get them. And if you have one mount and one character, you don't need to get them for a new character. And it's like
my greatest wish when I played was just to level up. All I wanted was to level up my fucking like clothsmanship or my tailoring skill enough to make the flying carpet. That was like it took me so long, and when I finally did, I was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I have my flying carpet now. This is the greatest day of my young life.
Yeah, I mean, World of Warcraft high level content still, like each expansion they have all that stuff. Cataclysm is really just a sticking point because it removed well-structured quests that were designed for the zone that was built around them, and replaced them with a shitty theme park that is really dated compared to all of the other content. It's just it just sucks a lot. I would make a big analysis video, like comparing every single quest and saying this one's bad, this one's good.
old, yeah, new bad, old good.
Yeah, old good.
Yeah,
and I've just loved playing. I didn't mention this, but it was the reason I got back into World of Warcraft, because I know it's like really addictive. Is like a treat to myself for having done the Clarissa Tezuka thing. So I'm like, I'm gonna play a video game and I'm gonna let myself enjoy video game. And I played it, and it's just mind-boggling how much how much better designed the pacing of the game is when it's slow, when you're just walking around, because you have your quest log. You actually have to read the quest and listen, like read where the guy says to go, and it doesn't tell you on the map. You just have to know, like, okay, head south and then due east when you get to the bridge. And then if you think about that, like, okay, that's there on the map. I can go that way and do that quest all on its own, but there's 2 quests to the north. I should probably do those first because it'll be quicker, and I could loop back around to this point. It's like this strategy, because of the slowness. You want to use your time efficiently, and it's just a far more engaging experience than just sort of walking to the guy who has the exclamation point and looking at the mini-map to see where the enemy is and just clicking on them.
Right. I've probably said this before. I remember just having a good time, just like running around Azeroth. You know, I got my raptor. Oh man, I bought my first raptor. Fuck yeah, time to run across the barrens or whatever. Like there's some mountains. Like, can I climb those? Like, fuck yeah.
I love that. Barrens Mountain's the best.
Yeah. And you know, oh man, I want that flying carpet. Oh, but it's gonna take me so long. It's gonna take me so much gold to train up all these skills. Flying carpet though, it's okay. I'll put in the work. Oh fuck. Oh no, I had a point I was gonna make. Oh, and I was gonna say that I had the same thing in Final Fantasy 11. Was 11 the online one, or was it 12?
It needs to be like 20% cooler.
12.
12 was the offline one. 11 was the online one.
Oh, okay, yeah. The first online one. They when I was like, I got bored like doing local. I couldn't really figure out the quest system because I was like a stupid kid and I never played a fucking MMORPG before. And I was like, well, I guess I just go kill monsters. Like, this is boring. I don't want to fuck with the multiplayer. Like, oh god, making like guilds and like joining groups, like that seems really complicated. I'm just gonna like walk into the wilderness, and I just like walked across the entire world. And I got murdered by like over-leveled monsters in every area, but I'll just find my way around them. Just squeeze my way around things just so I don't die. And get to go across the continent and just like, yeah, I made it. Okay, cool. I'm done with the game. I'll never play it again. I got everything out of it that I wanted.
I do love shit like that. There's been multiple times in World of Warcraft where it's just sort of, especially the first few times I played it on a new character, I'm like, I'm gonna explore like at a low level, and I'm gonna go into a place I'm not supposed to be. If I stick to the road, maybe the wolves won't jump at me from like 40 feet away and kill me in one hit. Maybe they won't do that, but they still do. But you can you get your ghost, you walk back to your body, you move a couple feet forward, then you die again, and you keep doing that until you get to a safe place, and then you're like a level 1 in like the really high level zone place, and people look at you and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And they point at you and they say lol out loud.
Now you can die really fast.
It's just great. It's just it's the world of Warcraft. The Warcraft sucks. Like, gameplay is like okay, but the world is great. It's a real fun place to be.
Well, I feel like that was the entire point from the beginning, right? To take this like game that's like a real-time strategy game that like pulls you so far out from like the actual like events and like environments, and then drops you in this like one individual, and now it's all around you, this thing that like traditionally you saw from such like a high angle. Now you're in it, and that must have been the selling point initially, and I think it just kind of got lost in its own like metagame, and now that's what like Blizzard makes it for. They're just like trying to like build around like the end level content for like addicted players to keep them continuing to give them $15 a month for another decade, as opposed to like building up that world. I don't know.
They have made some pretty interesting things, but like largely, it's just more of the same. It looks a little different. and it's addictive, and there's lots of numbers and lots of like things you can complete. There are lots of achievements, like, oh, do 1,000 of these. Oh, I would like to do 1,000 of those, but that would take a long time. Haha, Blizzard rubs their hands. I'm got to get their money now. They're gonna spend money more.
Ooh, I hate it when those big money men rub their hands together and smoke their cigars and go, "Nyeh, nyeh, 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 money please."
And I willingly hand it over because they have my video game.
And I go,
Damn you, Bobby
darn.
Kotick, you got me again.
If only he didn't own the means of production. Fuck, here you go. Darn nuts.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So
shucks.
I only bought 3 months, but I'm probably gonna want to play it more than that. But I am only playing it on the weekends, on Wednesday, and after streaming, which is still quite a lot.
I mean,
I'm gonna try to be like a good boy and not like a good girl. I don't know. Fuck genders. It's too hard.
You killed yourself
I
just
killed.
there.
I canceled myself.
You fucking killed it.
Look, it's
call the fucking gender police on this on this
the
phony.
gender police, like the vegan police from Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
You used the wrong pronoun. You're gonna get disintegrated.
If you I don't know, something. If you look in the mirror and you explode, I don't know, whatever. Shut up. Hey, shut up.
What?
Hey, shut the hell up.
Shut up, Self, the one who brought up this joke.
Hey, shut up. I want to hear what you were saying. Keep going.
Huh? Mm-hmm. I think I was done with the World of Warcraft stuff. I just really like it. It's just really nice. I recommend World of Warcraft Classic and running around in the Barrens and Molgor.
I watched Folding Ideas video on the World of Warcraft Classic, and I was like, okay. he had some opinions about it,
What?
and I was like, okay.
Why did you say that you watched a video and didn't? I don't know what the video was.
It's just him talking about World of Warcraft Classic, and he said, "This is what it's like," and I said, "Okay."
Well, I just told you what it's like.
Yeah, but I thought I'd mention that somebody else also told me.
I thought I was gonna build a career off of this.
I thought I was the only one.
The only one who's like thought to talk about it.
Oh no!
You thought it was a secret.
Everyone
Well,
else
guess
is just
what?
suffering in silence,
Guess
thinking
what?
that they're not
Cat's
allowed
out
to
of the
talk about
bag.
it, but they can.
You're gonna be the whistleblower. You're gonna blow the whistle on this whole thing. Bring this whole house of cards tumbling down.
The fucking
Not
Vrakel
today.
horn blower.
Sad.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I got a thing. I got a thing from this morning, cause like early this morning, cause I've been up all night. I got annoyed. I got an argument in my Discord server. I'm not gonna name any names or anything because it's the point. That's not the point. The point is this was a thing that annoyed me, and I guess this is like an "Am I the asshole" kind of thing. Here's what it is. So there's this tweet that's going around. It's got these 4 girls. It's like, oh, these are like 4 like lefty politics girls who like guns and whatever, and they're hot, and these are hot, sexy girls, and they're leftists, and what do you think about that, world? And they're the squad. It's like, okay, fine. And I do think that 3 of them are pretty hot, and the 4th one is also conventionally attractive, but I don't like her face. Honestly, I think that there's several unattractive things about her, but in particular, it's her face. I don't like it. When I see it, it's like, I think it's gross. And I it's not important why. It's not important why, but I'm like, so I go into my Discord and I'm like, I can't stand seeing this tweet anymore. I have to say, this girl who's like, oh, these girls are so hot. I'm like, this one's hideous. This one's disgusting. I hate them. I didn't say I hate them, but I was like, they're hideous. They're awful looking. Repulsive.
Just one of them.
And one in particular.
Okay.
Who
and I feel
actually,
like the whole like, am I the asshole? Like when you say that, it seems pretty clear that you are.
I don't know. I felt like I feel like it's reasonable.
If you have to ask the question, you already have the answer.
I feel like it's reasonable to say, I think this person's ugly.
Well, I mean,
not even to them.
It's subjective, right? How can we really say objectively if you're correct or not?
I think, all right, there was a whole hubbub in your Discord, and I skimmed it. I got the gist. I think.
So this like turned into a thing because we kind of just cut you off.
There was kind of a long here. You know, just for reference, I will show you the image, and I will say that I think that the one on the left is very unattractive. I do not like her I do not find myself excited by the appearance. In fact, I see it and I want to leave.
Why do two of them have the same skirt?
I mean, you'd have to ask them.
Somebody's gonna have to change.
The thing about it is, the one that I don't like the look of is one that I followed because I liked their tweets. I liked the things that they wrote and said. But seeing them, I'm like, I hate it. I hate seeing this, and I don't want to see them anymore because they're that ugly to me. And so I unfollowed them because I'm like, I feel like a girl like this has made the joke before that's like, I hope you're all following me for my political opinions, haha, and not my breasts or whatever. And, you know, it's probably like, haha, everyone's just following me for my breasts, for my face, because I post naked pictures of myself and all that shit. But, you know, I have these political opinions and I hope I'm being respected for those too. But for me, I like their tweets and I hate how they look. And I think there's probably some irony in that. I don't know. Man, I said I was pretty rude. I was pretty rude about how they look, but like, I don't know. So what? It's not like they're gonna see it.
Well, I feel like the reason there was a hubbub in the in your Discord when you posted all that is not because, you know, they're arguing that she, you know, if she heard what you said, she would be upset. It's just that it looks weird and feels weird to have someone just come in and say, "Isn't this bitch ugly?"
I didn't call her a bitch.
You didn't call her a bitch, but like it's that vibe, you know? And people will be like, I don't know. I don't really want to be you know, discussing whether or not a person is ugly or not. And it's just sort of like they didn't understand why you had this opinion. It's just a weird thing to say.
What?
Because like,
is there like one? I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking someone is extremely unattractive.
Well, yeah.
And that being said, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying so. If it's okay to think it, I feel like it should be okay to say it in a context that's not like harassment, which it wasn't.
Right.
Is your contention simply that the tweet is presenting this person as like one of 4 very attractive people, and you don't see it there, and you're merely asking the question?
The reason why, yeah, I mean, the reason why I had this feeling, it's like I kept seeing it and being like, I don't agree. This like clearly the prevailing opinion is that these 4 are all attractive, and to me, it's like, but I really don't like how that one looks. I don't like looking at them. I literally unfollowed them because they're repugnant.
Yeah, that's like quirky.
So
it's like unusual. That's like, huh? Like I'm like, am I the only one? I'm unique. I'm different. I'm the alternative man.
Well, I am. Well, I fucking am though. This is I clearly am not in the majority on this question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly find her attractive either.
Okay, but a lot of people do.
Right.
Clearly.
And
I don't know.
I mean,
what? So what if I'm like,
for different folks,
well, hey, I disagree. Not even on like a fucking platform.
I think it was entirely a vibe thing. Like to criticize someone's opinion, it's like, ooh, what did they say? Like there's some intrigue there. To criticize someone's looks, it's just sort of like a dead end, and then I don't know. It gets people's cogs turning as to why you would bring that up. And then they come up with like some conclusions, and they're like, Ben, are you like a misogynist or something? Or like, what's going on here? And then you're like, you have to defend yourself, and then it's like, it gets heated. Because like the reason, like, yes, you don't need to find people attractive, And isn't it interesting that this person, who everyone thinks is attractive, I don't think is attractive. I don't know. It's just sort of, I see why there was a big storm, but I don't think there's really anything to talk about with it.
Well, I'm sorry to waste your time.
No, I'm not wasting. You're not wasting time right now.
I'm just. I don't know. I just really hate how she looks. I hate it. I do. I feel that strongly about it. I'm sorry. It's irritating. Because it partially, to a large extent, it's not necessarily like what she's shaped like. It's like the face that she makes, which to some extent is like a choice. It's like an affect that she's putting on. There's something about the way that she's communicating with me through the facial expression she makes, which rubs me the wrong way and pisses me off. That's not the entire entire thing, but that's part of it.
Right. I just don't like. It doesn't really affect my thoughts how or why exactly you dislike her face.
Right.
Because I don't know. I don't have the same reaction, and there's really just nothing for me to say about it. And I feel like that's the reason that there was discourse, because it's like, well, what does everyone say to this? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, now I'm embarrassed because if anyone in my Discord who is listening to this will be like, oh, I was there for that. Haha, man. That really got under Ben's skin. Haha, rent-free, Lamau. And I don't know. You're right. Correct. That's it. That's the end.
Well, okay then. Mission accomplished, I guess.
I'm sorry. I apologize for wasting everyone's time with that.
Lol. It's
Lamau.
All right. Here's I got actually, I'm gonna do an announcement. Actually, I'm gonna do an announcement for a brand new thing that has been cooking over on a brand new Discord.
Whoa, what?
Dune-kun, member of the Pro Anon cast and fan of the PCP, allegedly, quote unquote. I was in my stream talking about boobies, haha, that's what I like doing. I was talking about big boobies and mummy milkers, and that was, it was a pretty funny idea.
It was pretty epic.
To make like a podcast like the Big Booby Mummy Milkers, and I tweeted it as well. And then people said, are you a big booby or a mummy milker? And this sort of spread into an idea was planted in Dune-kun's head. And she, she's going by she for the moment, she decided to make a clone of Endless War where it was but boobs instead. Because the Endless War source code is just available, so you can take it, you can edit it, and now there is a brand new text-based MMO that you can play right now in your Discord browser called Big Boobies Mummy Milkers. You go into the server. You can.
Do you get milk?
No, you get breast size. So here's how it works. Here's how it works. Right. You go in. You have to enlist into a big boober or mummy milker faction. Factions are exactly the same. There's no difference at all. Right. And then, oh wait, no, it's not. There's not no difference because the big boobers can jiggle, like exclamation point jiggle, and the mummy milkers can exclamation point squirt, and understandable.
I'm with you so far.
Then you have to go to the titty bar, and you have to exclamation point squeeze to gain breast size. I don't really know exactly.
You squeeze what?
You go to the titty bar and you squeeze titties.
Your own?
I don't. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just mining with reskinned. So instead of getting, you could check your size, exclamation point size.
And your breast size is a number.
Is a number, yes. It just keeps getting bigger.
Okay, sure.
Every so often you get a mutation, I mean fetish, and you get fetishes for squeezing. Sometimes you do all of the stuff that is like in Endless War in mining has been turned into a boob thing. So occasionally you will find an extra large boob and you will squeeze in. You get more boob size from that. Other times it will be like boob minesweeper, where you have to decide which. There's like a very difficult to unhook bra, and you have to use the coordinates like to open it. It's booby themed Endless War. It's called Endless Expansion. Big Boobies Mummy Milkers. It's free and open, and you can join it. And there's boobs in it. You can post images.
Wait a minute. All that and there's boobs in it.
There's boobs in it.
No shit.
I'm so glad that Endless War has finally experienced the staple of all open source software, which is pointless, ridiculous forking. It's finally happened.
Yo, that's fucking based, y'all. Yo,
yeah.
Plop that Discord link in the description.
I will. It's not open like as we're recording it, but it will be open like in a day. So I will do it then.
Then how do you know? Then how do you know any of this?
Because I've been in there testing it.
It's man on the inside.
Oh my god.
I am the big boober. Dune-kun is the mummy milker. We're taking over Endless War. Everybody's gonna say, you know what? Ever since Munchie left Endless War, sucks. I'm gonna go to Big Boobies Mummy Milkers instead.
Dune-kun just wants to take everything. Just wants to take everything we've got.
cooler.
First, the PCP, superseded by the Pro and On cast, and now Endless War, obliterated by Endless Expansion, Big Boobies, Mommy Milkers. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Can't we have anything?
No,
not with this kind of performance.
Well, I can. I have like a 50% stake in the Big
I'm gonna
Boobies
take
Mommy
you
Milkers
down
franchise.
with me. I'm taking you down with all of us. This ship goes down together.
Nah. Breasts float.
Yeah. You
Breasts float.
Fucking no. Fuck shit. No. Nah. Well, sad but true.
You know, in the Titanic, if Jack had big boobs, he'd be all right.
I mean,
they probably would have kept him warm too.
Big boobies solve all the problems in the world.
That's just what I think. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
So yeah, go there right now. Subscribe. Enlist.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Jiggle and squirt.
Well, it's not
like and subscribe.
Is there going to be milk fest?
Exclamation point instead
of
going to
happen?
And not exclamation question mark. Did I say exclamation point every time? It's question mark.
Oh, lol. Okay.
Question mark because of like a gib being like that's my symbol from like pony.
Alright, that's deep lore.
Yeah.
That's way down on the PCP lore iceberg. Actually, it's probably not.
That's
probably like second or third level.
Yeah. I've been thinking about a PCP iceberg thing. I think somebody did make one.
They did a long time ago.
In the last RFCK contest, I think it was vintage. No, fuck. Oh god. Well, no, not the shy guy. Oh god, he starts with a V. Oh no, I feel so stupid.
Venice.
Yeah, Venice. Made the iceberg chart, which was we spent a long time. What else would be? What else would be on this level? Oh yes. What about the PCP one? I don't know.
The
Were we
PCP
going anywhere
one.
with that?
I was just gonna say like I could think of a few like pretty deep. Well, how deep do you think the slide?
It's so secret.
Somewhere.
I don't even know that.
I didn't even know. I don't know about this.
This
What
is some
this?
deep shit.
It was just I was in the PCP chat. I was recording a let's play or streaming or something. I think I was streaming. And then like people funneled in. I think Digi was first. And it became a PCP episode, like unofficial.
Oh god.
I don't remember this, but
it was years
sounds
ago.
like something that would happen.
People are gonna go look for that now.
Sounds pretty cool.
No.
People are gonna go look for that and relive the glory days when Digi was on the show.
I guess that'd be pretty fucking deep then. I'm trying to think of something, but even that is something that like is on the internet.
Yeah.
And some people were probably there
20%
for it
cooler.
and saw it and remember it. I'm trying to think of something that like no one would know.
My
It'll probably be,
innermost
like-
fear.
Yeah. Or like I don't know, maybe some like throwaway detail from some like Radcon 1 vlog or something. I don't know. I think to qualify, it does have to be like posted somewhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they wouldn't have known about it unless it was posted or at least streamed.
I
think the thing with those things is like, obviously we're involved with the PCP. We know everything that we were in, or at least we were there when it happened. But the viewers, not every viewer of the the procrastinators watches or listens to every single episode and every single related video of all of our stuff.
Can you imagine?
It's feasible that like something has only been seen by like 60 people, or like is remembered by 60 people, and maybe like got 100 views. It's just a stupid little vlog, but in it is a secret moment that those like few can remember.
And probably I've forgotten as well. I don't remember what happened back then. I don't even remember what happened.
Do you remember
quarantine?
Do you remember when it was Radcon 2 and Devu went around asking everybody their opinion on Undertale after it had been out for a year?
I remember the video. I don't think he asked me, but I remember the video. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, there's things I filmed. There's things I filmed at Radcon 1 that I never made into a video. There's I mean, if you there's like an image or two that were posted during the time that was being filmed. But I didn't do anything with the footage. I was going to use it for something. It was when I had like my penguin mask and my green screen suit, and I was crawling through the Digi's house attic, like towards the camera, and it was going to be spooky.
I have trouble remembering what happened at Radcon 1 versus Radcon 2.
Well, the way to remember, at least for me, is that Radcon 1 was only a few of us. Radcon 2 had Jeff, Munchie, and Tom. Were you at Radcon 1?
I was not at Radcon 1. I was at Radcon 2, though.
Yeah, Radcon 2.
Wait, so who was at Radcon? I mean, that was like right when I moved in with Digi, right? So I must have been there.
You were there. Was Devu there?
I believe Devu was there.
In Radcon 1?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I think me and Devu moved in.
Yeah, you guys were there around the same time. So it was
okay,
you and Devu and Digi.
It was Nate, Ben, me, Digi, and Jesse.
Yeah. I think I was the only one who really wasn't there. And Mage, obviously.
And Munchie.
Oh,
who
Munchie
I don't
was
know at the time whether he was officially on the PCP.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know.
Because Radcon 1 and then Radcon 2 happened like a few months after each other. Radcon 2016 was like autumn or like winter of 2016.
Wait, okay. This is gonna probably gonna be really annoying to like someone who's listening and like knows all this and be like, I can't believe these guys don't remember their own fucking lives, but like whatever. Munchie joined the PCP after Mumkey did, right? And Mumkey was not a member during Radcon 1 and 2, right?
But Munchie appeared at Radcon 2. So like what's up with that?
Yeah.
Wait.
Munchie was at Radcon 2.
Do you not remember Get the Pizza Now? Wait, no, that was Radcon 3.
No, I remember he was there, but was he not a member?
No,
am I misremembering?
He was at that point, I believe so.
That's why he was there.
Yeah.
I think
but
Jeff
Mumkey
was
wasn't
there.
a member then. Yeah, Jeff was there.
Jeff was there. Mumkey wasn't. Mumkey was not we did not.
Am I wrong? Did Mumkey join after Munchie?
Yeah.
Mumkey joined after Munchie, and they were very like close, similar at the same time, but only by a few months. I think it was just after Radcon 2 that Mumkey went to Digi's house and they did Let's Plays or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that,
but he wasn't
something...
in the PCP yet. He just was adjacent.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, Jesse. Jesse was at Radcon 1 or?
Yeah, he
just
was at
2?
Radcon 2 and 1.
And 1. Okay.
The things that
Plebe and the Weeb.
God, was that? I do remember Plebe and the Weeb. That was
Radcon
2. Yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely Radcon 2.
What even the fuck was Radcon 1? I remember Digi had like the 3-dimensional 360 camera, and they wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
And we had a PCP recorded like that.
Radcon 1 was it was basically just like Ben and Devu are moving in. Just like anyone who wants to should just come and hang out for a while, right?
That seemed like the general premise, yeah.
Yeah. The first Radcon was like, what if we didn't go to BronyCon? And then the second Radcon was, let's try and fund another one by doing this thing. No, the second one was like by accident, like we're doing the Plebe and the Weeb, but we could also fund another Radcon. And then the third
it was like
Radcon,
everyone should just come for that anyway.
The third Radcon was like actually the first like funded Radcon to happen.
Yeah. Radcon 3 was when like the concept of Radcon really like solidified.
Indeed.
I think. Before that it was all just like, well, we're doing this other thing, so why not all just get together and I don't know, whatever happens. Lol. And then we had like, was it like Radcon 3.5 or whatever at like Digi's place in Boston?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I recall.
Were you there, Gib?
Yeah, I came because everyone was going there, and I was like, I don't want to miss out, so I got a little plane ticket. I flew over.
Yeah.
It was fun seeing everyone. No, we just sort of hung out in the room and went to eat a couple times.
Yeah.
I went out with Munchie. And got Chinese buffet, and it was cold outside. I remember very little. And we played Pokemon Go or something.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.
Did we go eat in like Chinatown or something?
I think we did. Econ was there. I think Zagok appeared for a little while.
Oh.
Unless I'm thinking of some other time.
Wait, was that the time with the stinky tofu?
It may have been.
I think it might have been, yeah.
No, maybe.
There was a lot of like small gatherings around that time, and then it culminated with Radcon 3.5.
I don't remember if that was the time with the stinky tofu, or if it was when I came up from Georgia with Econ, and then he got that fucking stinky tofu.
Oh yeah, it was definitely when you came up, because you were telling the story of the stinky tofu when we went to that same Chinese place again during Radcon 3.5.
Wait, but Radcon... No, but whatever it was called, that was before I came back up from... Cooler. No, was I living in Massachusetts again?
Yeah, you were...
For that? Oh, okay, yeah. I got them switched. Okay. Right.
Because that was when we had Nate come up and everything, because we were talking about where Digi was going to move and if Nate was going to move with them. And there was a whole... We had that big long sit down. We were talking about Tulsa versus wherever the fuck, and it led literally nowhere.
Imagine. Oh, that sucked. That whole thing sucked. There was no point to it.
It was a long conversation that was very circular, and not much headway was made, unfortunately.
I think I just left to go and eat, steal the Cockcast girl's avocado and maybe get drunk. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, they had a thing. They did a thing down there.
Yeah, there's a whole separate podcast going on downstairs while we were upstairs.
Mm-hmm. It was better. It was better down there.
That was also
and
where
I got
Noogle
really mad
happened.
at Jack. Jack 3 sucked, and I played it, and I hated it.
Ooh.
No, Jack 3's good because you can nuke the whole city.
Jack 3 is bad because it's too linear.
Jack 3's good.
You have to do all the missions in order, and you can't explore anything, and it sucks.
Yeah, but you can make the missile that goes... and everyone turns into like a grease smear on the ground.
Yeah, but that's way later. It's not fun to speed run into that point. You have to do so much bullshit before you can actually have fun.
Fine.
fine. There's a fine line between me and you.
Just take this from me. Just take this from me. I have so little, and now I have nothing.
Gee, why did you give it to me?
I don't know. Can I have it back, please?
No, too late.
Oh, but okay. I'm sorry.
Furtive Ben. Furtive little Ben, so easily crushed under my boot.
No. Ooh.
Wait a minute.
No. We're not going there. We're not doing that, sir.
Okay.
Fan art.
Fan art? No, shut up. Die. No, shut up. Die. I watched a movie
20% cooler.
this week. I never do that. I never ever do that. But I was the books are gonna be here, and I'm figuring like might as well get ready for that. So I've been addressing envelopes. I have like so many I addressed 300 envelopes, and I think it might have been a waste because like there were like 300 and change people who like made orders. And so there were like 330 or something, and so I addressed 300 thinking like, okay, probably there will be a few people who don't like reply to the survey, and maybe like even a couple that like forget that they ordered, and maybe, you know, I can't get it to them, but like, you know, I'll have 300 will be like plenty, but like less than like only like 160 have like actually replied, so I might be left with like all these addressed envelopes. So like if anyone's, hey, listeners, if you pledge to the Kickstarter, please give me your survey. Give me that survey so I can get you your freaking shit. I literally have an envelope here with your name on it, just waiting to be shipped.
I gave mine in.
You did. I wrote yours down. I wrote yours too, Tom.
Yeah, I did mine immediately. I got that notification. It was like slammed that hyperlink.
I got Mage's. I know Mage's real name. I already knew her first name, but now I know her last name. So
secret knowledge will be abused later for sure.
Her name's kind of cool, actually, but I won't say it out of respect and honor and Bushido. I should have done Nate's envelope, but Nate didn't actually answer the survey. He just like sent me a message saying like, this is my address. I don't know why he did that, but he did. So whatever, I gotta do his too. But anyway, I was doing all these envelopes, and it took me like, it took me a long time. I'm very meticulous. Took me like a couple days, like several hours work each day to get it all done. So I was like, I put on a movie,
to be about 20%
and I put on this old movie that I had heard of before. I was watching a YouTuber called Jose, who does these long videos about like old sitcoms, like 90s sitcoms, sort of like breaking down. He did one about Roseanne. He was about Married with Children. He has one about there's another one, whatever. And I really like these videos. And I was listening to the Married with Children one, and he's talking about one episode and where like two couples like argue, and he compares it to this movie, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. And I'd heard of that movie, but I didn't know what it was about. But he compared it to this episode of Married with Children, and I was like, what would a movie that's just about like two couples just sort of like interact, like talking to each other about stuff, be like? And I went and I watched it, and it was great. It's a great fucking little screenplay, and it has awoken in me a desire for more movies where nothing happens, and just people talk about stuff. Because I really liked that. I really liked Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I really liked 12 Angry Men. I really liked My Dinner with Andre.
If only there was more media available where people just talked and nothing happened. If only people could easily create those things.
If only there were where could I find
There's an untapped market there, just waiting, I'm sure.
Who knows? But I made a tweet earlier being like, recommend me more shit where just like nothing happens and it's just about people talking about stuff, because I like it. And I've gotten quite a few Twitter recommendations, so maybe I will go and look into some of those soon. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf was real. I was gripped. I was gripped the whole way through. I was like, ha oh, what are they gonna say? It was.
I was glued to the screen, but not really, because I wasn't looking at it. I was just listening.
I was mostly listening, but I still completely understood what was going on. It's like, you know.
Is it old like? See, I'm from the old time, and I talk like this.
It's not that old. It's this from the 60s.
Oh, okay.
But it's in black and white.
It's an improvement, darling.
Everyone is drunk the whole movie, and like watching the movie made me feel drunk, which made me happy. It was intoxicating in more ways than one. Yes. That was probably the highlight of my week, to be honest. Sad, I know. Actually, no. Why is that? That's not sad. You found a good. Oh, I really like a film that I really like. Yeah, that's the highlight of my week, and I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. Nowadays, like the normal
needs to be about 20%
media,
cooler.
like potato chip food that you eat is like. I saw a funny meme on Twitter today. Oh, kill me now! Like watching a real, actual thing that people put effort into is good. Nobody does it. No, I don't do it nearly enough.
I mean, I love long, boring YouTube videos.
No.
Like the one I do, like the ones about the Jose ones about sitcoms. I will watch every fucking Summoning Salt like history of a speedrun video, and like other channels that do the same thing. I'll just put that shit on autoplay and just let it go.
Mike and Jay talk about Bill and Ted.
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. I like it too, but I also don't like it. I know that I don't like it because I don't remember it. There's like occasionally I remember a video and be like, God, that was a really interesting video. I want to watch it again.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes like I'll put something like that on and be like, okay, this will be on while I work, and then I'll get work done, and it's like, yeah, cool. And other times I'll be like, I'll put this on while I work, and then I'll get distracted, or I'll be. But you know, maybe that's not the video's fault, right? Like maybe I was just wasn't feeling focused that day, and I would have gotten distracted by something. Background noise, I guess, is just kind of part of my workflow now.
Do you structure your days in any fashion? Do you like have like work days and like relaxed days?
No.
Because that's how I feel like it's a good way to get over the random not being able to focus, is allowing yourself to do whatever you want, to relax and not work, specifically not to work on some days, so that other days are more like you wake up and you know what you're supposed to do. Even if like it's like a creative thing and you're sitting there racking your brain like, how do I do this? And you don't get a lot done, it's still like better than, I don't know, getting distracted and watching some YouTube videos, I feel.
Every day is a work day, unless I have plans, which is rare, but occasionally happens, and then that's a not work day. But then it's like, okay, well, every day is technically a work day, but I don't actually work on every quote-unquote work day, because
I feel like
work every day.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's exactly why I like structure the be like not every day is a work day, because if every day is a work day, for me at least, it causes me like to do work really badly, where I don't build up any momentum and I just feel bad that I hadn't done enough work on all the days, instead of feeling good that I did a lot of work on like 2 of the days.
Yeah.
Because there's that thing where you build up momentum, you start work, which is the hard part, and then if you're still working for hours and hours, you can get a lot more done in that time because you're already going, you're already moving.
Yeah, the initial momentum's the hardest part for sure.
The times when I've been most productive are when I'm like, when I'll have a period where I'm like, wake up, start immediately on the thing that I've been working on lately, you know, kind of go through the day, take breaks maybe, but like, you know, pretty much work on it and like go to sleep thinking like, tomorrow, okay, I made headway. Tomorrow, I gotta work on this part of it. Go to sleep, wake up, like, okay, gotta work on that thing, and then start again immediately.
that clarity is like so fucking hard for me. I have so many projects I'm trying to do, and it's like, which one do I work on? And it's like just picking one is so difficult because it's like, which one is the most optimal, which will help my quote
That's
unquote
the worst
career.
question.
It's
That's the worst question to ask.
It's terrible, and I'm cursed by it all the time.
The best answer to which one is the most efficient is whichever one is the least efficient, because at least you'll be doing something.
Oh, it's a never-ending pain. Never-ending pain.
You just gotta choose one. Even if it's the worst possible choice, it's better than not making one. That's what I think.
Oh, I mean, it's completely true. But I'm just a fucking idiot.
I have a couple things I could be working on right now. I have the Sonichu 102 lecture, which needs a little more editing. And I have to do some shit with that. And then I have the next Slime and Punishment thing, which I've kind of started on. I've mostly been working on that as like a distraction from the video, because like I haven't decided like what exactly I want to do with the end of that video, and I kind of just don't want to think about it because making decisions is hard. Whereas, like, with the Slime and Punishment thing, I'm like, okay, I have a vague idea of how I want some things to look in that, so I'm just gonna kind of, I can just, like, do some of that bullshit, just fuck around with that, and, like, I don't have to really commit to very much, just kind of chip away at just, like, a thing or two here and there. That's all, finishing that is, like, future Ben's problem. Whereas, like, the Sonichu video, it's like, I could finish this, like, right now. And then that would be present Ben's problem, is like, the decisions I made with regard to that. And I want my problems to be in the future, not in the present. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know. But I don't accept it. I will kill you, Ben said.
Okay, oh no.
Gib has complete authority to kill us now, because you have completed an entire fucking ridiculous comic in, like, no time at all, and you're already starting a second one, and that godly power is just too much for me. I can't stand to look at you. The bright, pure energy emanating from your form burns my mortal flesh.
Yeah. I did a good comic one time. I did that once, kinda.
You only get like 30 days of like credit for
the glow.
Any work, and then it just fades, and you gotta earn it again. It's unfortunate, but I don't make the rules.
The Corona.
When the Vapors comes out, I'll see the book and I'll be like, oh my god, I remember the Vapors. Wow, this came out like when I was 2 years old.
I just said Corona, meaning like a halo, without even like not like the virus, not like the virus. That's not.
Oh, we're demonetized now. It's too late. Sorry.
I didn't mean. No. Okay. Whatever. Vapors came out when I was in elementary school. I was reading the Vapors, and I thought, when's the next one coming out? And it never did. The end.
And then I decided I would make them.
I got a message from Jade Moreau today, because I was posting about the Vaporette guest artists. I have like a thread that I want to finish up where I post like a little like, hey, check this person out about all the guest artists, and the latest one I posted was Jade, and they messaged me because I had included in that post a birthday drawing that they had made for me, the like happy birthday, because it was my birthday, and they put like me and some cool stuff. There was Magda and Phantom Horn and a bunch of little funny things in there, and I'm vaping, and it's very nice, and I really liked it, and I put that in as one of like the sample image of like, this is this person's art style, and Jade was like, oh, you saved the thing for me from that I made. And I was like, yeah, I love that. And they were like, I made that back when I was in high school, and now I'm in college. And I was like, oh my god, oh, that was you. I'm so old. Jesus, hell.
It's the worst.
Panic.
The worst feeling.
Panic
of all
is
time.
setting in.
Yeah, I literally can't stand that thought.
Everybody's a goddamn youngster. Yeah.
Gross. Disgusting.
Fucking younglings.
I just feel like an outdated human. I feel like I'm running like old firmware and I can't be updated, and it's just like, I can't interface with social.exe, whatever exists now, the new version.
I'm not sure which is a scarier thought. Like the thought of being like I'm here, you know, I continue to like age, whereas it feels like the user base of the internet is not meaningfully aging. There is a certain like sort of young adultness to it that is constant.
Yeah.
And I am becoming progressively older in comparison to it.
Are they gonna like force us to go onto Facebook exclusively at some point? Is that what happens?
But like that's a scary thought. Or there's like I do age out of it and I go somewhere else, like where the old people go.
No, I think what happens is that
I don't know which is worse.
The new internet just starts, and there's going to be new apps and things that we don't understand. Like TikTok's already doing that. Like all the young kids are on TikTok. You know, like the 15, 16, 17-year-olds, like people who understand the new internet. And like,
I mean, TikTok is not like a replacement for other social media.
It's like the biggest app out right now.
I feel like there's probably a new TikTok already that we're not aware of.
There probably will be, and then TikTok will be for old people.
Yeah, there's the one that Donald Trump made an account on, right?
Wait, what?
Am I crazy? I feel like I saw a story that like there is a TikTok competitor and like Donald Trump made an account, or maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was like Mike Pence or some governor that supports him or something.
I hadn't heard about this. No.
It was called like Triller, I think.
What? No.
Trill.
I don't even want to look for that. That sounds scary.
Yeah, wait, Triller. I'm gonna Google Triller Trump.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Trump. No. It's Trump Jr.
That's what I thought it would have been.
Trump Jr. joins Triller and claims TikTok could haunt kids forever. Story from Business Insider.
That's a boomer sentence.
Okay.
Business Insider. Just some kid said something about a thing. Like he's the president's son, but he's just some
Trump
kid.
Jr. I mean, no, he's got to be like 40 something.
Wait.
Not Barron Trump. The other
Donald
one.
Trump Jr. He's like an adult.
Yeah.
He's an old man.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is. I thought he only had like a tiny boy.
No.
He's got a bunch of sons that are all like adult, and then he's got the one who's like 19.
Minecraft kid.
Who's like a isn't he like a furry or something? Or there was Jesse, I think like Jesse Ventura's kid is like a furry. No. Shaggy 2 Dope's kid is a furry. There's something about Barron Trump that like I think maybe he like posts about anime or something on like whatever. He's like a weeaboo or something like that.
Cool. Who isn't these days?
Yeah, that's not even interesting. Get good, Barron Trump. Donald Trump Jr. looks like Roosh. He's got a beard like Roosh.
Oh God, I don't even know what Roosh looks like.
And I don't like it. That pickup artist guy.
I know who Roosh is. I just don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, Give Ass 2, right?
Yes, I don't know. Pick up you pick up artists. Like you pick up me, put me down.
If only it was that simple.
Yes.
Pickup artist is a person who helps like carry priceless works of art from museum to museum.
Ugh.
Pretty cool.
Pickup art.
I just googled Roosh and I don't want to look at him anymore. I don't like it. I didn't
get a response to my funny pickup artist joke.
Sorry.
It's time for me to retire, guys. I think I'm not funny.
Oh,
hasn't been.
Sorry, you got to go on Facebook exclusively now. You fumbled one joke, and that you only get one.
To be about 20% cooler.
You're done.
Oh.
To the boomer farms with you.
But what about the arrow in the knee? Do you remember that one?
Oh, you're just digging your grave even further.
The cake. Maybe the cake was telling the truth the whole time.
There will probably be people listening to this podcast who barely know those references.
Dude, it's great. The whole thing about getting old is like, hey, yeah, it's kind of sad. You know, the grave and all that. Whatever. Cool. But one thing I have found increasingly funny is when I realize that somebody is younger than me, which is often, they're like quite a lot younger. Then it has become increasingly funny to just say things that were around when I was around, like young, and are no longer around. Just to rub it in their faces. They don't care in any way. They have no reason to care. But it's just really funny that I would just, oh my God, like, you don't even know VHS? and they don't laugh, but I laugh.
No.
It's really funny.
I wouldn't laugh either.
It's only funny to me, but it keeps getting funnier.
I don't know about that.
It keeps getting funnier. Like, the older I get, I'm just gonna say, you don't even know what a cassette tape is. You're so young. And they're like, shut up. Shut up.
There's, oh my god. Oh my god, that reminds me. Holy shit. I almost don't even want to talk about this because I feel like it. Fuck it. You know what? It's the podcast. I was considering if maybe I should make like a video about this, but I don't know what I would even say about it, to be honest. But all right. So my friend Hargadine sent me something in the mail, and by sent me something in the mail, I mean left it on my front porch. And bolted in the dead of night. Okay. and you're not going to fucking believe what it is.
Like a goat's head? Like, what is it?
For me.
No, it's
Westria.
I can't say it. I can't.
What? You
I
can't.
can't make myself verbalize it because it's beyond belief. It defies description. I feel like I'm in a dream, a fever dream.
Is it a Ben Saint themed fleshlight?
No, it's both volumes of the official Avril Lavigne manga.
What? How? What?
I've only read the first one, but I'll get to the second one.
Why was that so difficult to say? I mean, it's funny.
I don't know. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that I'm so blessed to live in a world where I not only exist, but I am the proud owner of Avril Lavigne's Make 5 Wishes volumes 1 and 2.
What does it look like? How good is the manga? Does it feel Japanesey?
No, not particularly, no. And it reads left to right, so you know, pretty
poser
cringe.
manga.
Does
it look like one of those how to draw manga books from the mid 2000s?
No, it's a little manga-ish, but you can tell it was drawn by like a Western artist, and like it's fine. It's okay. It's very.
What's the plot?
Rough.
What's the story?
It's very rough. It kind of looks like it was drawn with a ballpoint pen.
Well,
some of the panels are very sketchy, and in a way that is like.
You're telling me the guy who got contracted to make the Avril Lavigne manga didn't put his heart into it?
It's an improvement.
It's a girl. It's a girl artist and a guy who like wrote the story.
Oh,
okay.
No.
I mean, I guess I'll just say it.
Drawn by Avril Lavigne herself.
No, it's starring Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne had nothing to do with it, but she's starring in it. Mm-hmm. And then created by Camilla D'Erico and Joshua Dissart. The plot is, and again, I've only read half of it. It's basically just a monkey's paw. Like, it's literally a monkey's paw story about a girl who has she's like a kid who's like sad about stuff and doesn't like school and whatever, is unpopular or whatever, and she finds this website called make5wishes.com, and she orders something, and what shows up is a demon, and the demon has like these 5 horns, and she can like make a wish and like crack it, and it's literally just monkey's paw, right? So you can make 5 wishes, and stuff happens. She's like, ooh, what if I wish my boy would notice me, like, oh, I wish this old man that I don't like would go away. And, you know, it's like, oh, that's bad. Bad things are gonna happen if you just make wishes willy-nilly like that, kid. The only relevance to it at all is that she's a big Avril Lavigne fan, and Avril Lavigne is like her imaginary friend, and it's basically just like her better nature. Like when like she like is being cruel to an old man, Avril Lavigne is like the voice of her conscience being like, stop, don't say these things. And she's like, yeah, I hate you, you're old and ugly. And Avril's like, ooh, you shouldn't have said that, that's mean.
This is just like DW and her imaginary friend from Arthur. It's like these.
Did DW have an imaginary
friend?
friend?
Nadine, right? Wasn't that her name?
Oh yeah, that rings a bell. Was never a huge Arthur fan.
Oh, well, you missed out. That's some good shit.
I mean, I read the Arthur books.
Arthur
was, like,
PCP lecture
in second
when?
grade. I mean,
we should make like
why
Arthur
not?
analysis videos about each episode with our Arthur sonas.
We have to make them drawn like as our actual selves in that uncanny valley style that Arthur uses for real life guest stars.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh.
But,
Look up
I
Matt
guess
Damon Arthur. I think Matt Damon was on
No.
Arthur at one point, and he just looks.
you're
It just looks like a
kidding.
real person face on an Arthur character. It's very
You
strange.
can't. Oh my fucking god.
That's how they had guest stars on Arthur. They just
No.
They just look like.
That's so bad. This can't be real. Why would they do this? Why would they fucking do this? This is so shit. I can't.
How else would you know it's Matt Damon?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's interesting stylistic choices.
They just have fucking full human faces.
Yeah, it's very weird.
What the fuck?
This is bad. I'm upset.
It's so bad. I can't believe this.
All right, we gotta put that.
Ben, it's strange to me because I just you being you, I would have pegged you as someone who watched Arthur or was at least familiar enough with it to know what this was about. It just seems like something you would know about. Seems like in your wheelhouse.
No, cause like when I was a little kid in like second grade, we had the Arthur books in like the school library, and that's how I was familiar with them. And then when I was a little older, there was the show. But I was like, oh, I read these books when I was in like second grade, first grade. Like that's like a little baby show. So like I was like, no, I don't want to watch this Arthur cartoon. That's for like fucking little baby childs. But I think I don't know. Apparently it was kind of a pretty good kids show. People seem to have mostly fond memories of it, but I was like not interested.
I haven't seen it in so fucking long. I have no idea if it's any good or not. But they're just
I feel
things
like
like
it
Matt
was-
Damon that are just burned into my brain.
I feel like it was pretty good, somewhat funny, and like wholesome family entertainment. But I don't really recall it too much. There's like a couple episodes that I remember seeing multiple times.
I remember
where
there's
like DW breaks the aeroplane and Arthur punches her and he gets in trouble. You
There are
shouldn't
a
punch your
couple-
sister. It's like, oh no.
There are a couple like clips that like I guess they made some pretty funny like meta jokes on the show every now and then, and like I think I've seen a bunch of those on like YouTube whatever, in a way that's like, okay,
needs to be
I'm sure
about
every
20%
episode wasn't
cooler.
like that, but these are kind of funny, these are interesting.
Right.
I remember one joke from it that I really liked and it stuck with me for years and years. There was the theme song, every day when you're walking down the street, people that get along with each other. I remember they had the one episode where like they have a little sequence where they tell a little Brain side story, and they play like the Brain version of the theme song, and it's like, every day when you walking down the street, you stop and think, and that's it. That's the end of the song. Like, yes, cool.
I stop and think.
I do. Yeah, that is what Brain does. End of song.
Incredible.
So I don't know. Cool. Good job. They did like a South Park parody, right?
They did.
And that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird that Arthur would do that.
Yeah.
Because
Arthur's
if you're a little baby kid, you shouldn't be watching South Park. That's for grown.
that's for the parents who are sitting there watching like 17 episodes of Arthur with their kids in a row, and there's a little bit of levity to like make sure they're still alive, and they haven't died.
God bless you. God bless you, Arthur.
I am really perplexed by this line and this second
Listen
image I
closely.
posted.
This is
Tell
important.
Arthur Reed, this is Matt Damon, aardvark, saying, tell Arthur Reed he'll never eat lunch in this town again. And he appears to be naked.
He does.
What is happening?
He sure does.
We just
What
don't know.
is happening? You just gotta watch them to find out.
Is that last one? Is that like in sync?
I think that's
I
in
believe
sync,
it is.
yeah.
Or Backstreet Boys, maybe one of the two.
Wait, did one of them have a black guy?
Why
is that one darker? I don't remember. I think they.
Ooh,
I think they were
you're
all
riding
white.
a thin line already, Arthur.
I'm just
That's taking some risks.
Yeah. I don't remember there being a darker one in either of those pans, but what do I know? Okay. Cool. Alright. How do we fucking... Oh, right, the Avril manga. I don't know, should I make a video where I review Avril Lavigne's Make 5 Wishes? I haven't finished it yet, so I haven't said the ending.
You should do a, like, one-to-one, like, parody of a Likara review. Where you do the voice and then you talk about the Avril Lavigne manga and post it online, and that's what you should do.
If I was gonna, I would probably do, if I was gonna ape anyone, it would be Jenny Nicholson. And I would probably do one where I just, like, sit on my bed and look into the camera. Cause why not? You know, that's engaging. I'm there, I'm making eye contact with you, the viewer. It's quarantine, you're starved for affection, you're starved for connection, and I'm giving it to you. Let's laugh together over this strange cultural artifact.
I really want to kind of like the idea of like a high up camera view. Small Ben Saint sitting on his bed talking about Avril Lavigne.
Did you say swole Ben Saint?
Small Ben Saint, like
small Ben Saint. Okay, yeah. I prefer swole, but sure, okay.
They can
coexist. Yeah, you can be both.
Just, the unfortunate thing about Avril Lavigne's Make 5 Wishes is that, like, you know, because Avril is such like a non-entity, it's not that weird. Like, the story's not that weird, and it's not like it's not like super bad or like ridiculous. It's just like pretty normal. The actual story is pretty like, okay, it's a monkey's paw story about a sad girl. Oh well, darn.
You're only halfway done. Things could go off the rails.
Let me see. Let me flip through, and if I see anything going off the rails,
could be a demon fight.
Oh my God,
you know, who knows?
Is she going Super Saiyan?
I mean, you already have my attention.
Is she? Oh my God, she's like glowing. This got to be a metaphor. She can't be literally glowing. Oh my God, she's... Okay, no, I'm not gonna spoil myself. I'm not gonna tell you what happens.
All right, sick.
Okay,
cool. I'm ready for the video.
I might do it. It might be kind of funny. I'm gonna do a cooking video. I'm gonna do a how to make gummies video. But you know what? Tragedy struck this week because I was like, well, I'm almost out of my worm syrup. Time to buy more powder. And it's not there. It's not on Amazon. I can't get it. They're like out of stock. And there's nobody else sells it.
Wasn't that a problem last time? Didn't you just have to wait?
Well, last time they stopped selling the syrup, which is why I had to get the powder again and reformulate the whole thing, because I'm like, okay, well now I don't know I don't know what the original like concentration was. Now I got to figure that out from scratch. And then I finally did figure it out. And I was like, okay, great, problem solved. I can do it with the powder instead. But now the powder's gone too. And I'm thinking like, is isomalto oligosaccharide just like a vanishing resource on Earth and they're just like running out and there's no more? Like, why? What am I gonna do? And I'm thinking like, you know, they stopped selling those gummies, like the gummies that had the same main ingredient why I started making these. They stopped selling those at Whole Foods. I don't see them at Whole Foods anymore. And I'm like, did they just vanish? Have they just like stopped farming this powder? Does it just not get produced anymore? Like,
Wait, what is the powder made of? How does it get made?
The powder is made of, oh fuck, what's the plant it's made of? It's not chicory root. Wait, actually.
It's time to start a farm, Ben.
Tapioca. It's soluble fiber extracted from tapioca.
Okay, let's just do that. Just get tapioca.
Oh.
And soluble fiber illicit.
Yeah. That's the tricky part. That's the tricky part, isn't it?
Just go to our chemistry and say, hey, how do I do this? And then
how do I extract the soluble fiber from tapioca? And they'll say, oh, you fool, oh, you simpleton. Oh, here, let me show you. Let me come to your house and
God,
do it for
you fucking idiot! Check the FAQ before you post.
Yeah. There's another thing. There's a similar powder called inulin, which I have some of that, and I'm gonna try using it instead, and it might work like exactly the same and be like a viable substitute, or it might not. I don't know. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't know, and the future is uncertain. I'm adrift. I'm without an anchor in this gummy sea that I'm sailing. I don't know when I'll find the shore. And the storms are brewing. If you catch my drift.
I think I do. It's bad news for Worm Boy.
It's bad news for Worm Boy. And I'm all out of mango flavor. It's the second best flavor. Mango and passion fruit, easily the best flavors, by a mile. Peach is pretty good, I guess. The company that I buy the flavors from, like, those ones are good. And then a couple of them are, like, bad. Like, their cherry is just, like, bad. Like, I don't know how you fuck up cherry. That's, like, so simple, but it did. Their cherry tastes like ass. Apple, bad. Pear, bad. It's a shame, because I really like pears. And I really like green apple. And I like cherry, I like all those. And you'd think they no, those are bad. I'll never buy them again. Passion fruit, though, that's my favorite. It smells so good, it tastes so good.
I can't wait to eat a gummy worm.
I can't wait to eat a...
I
can't wait to make them, but I can't. Oh, there's no more powder. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
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 Well, I have one more thing I could mention. It's a bit of a weird topic, though. It's a bit of a heavy topic.
Based.
And it's basically just a question. So, I was, browsing the pornography sites to see some pornography.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I know.
Gib, this is a children's program.
What? Oh, I didn't know that.
Every time we post an episode, we click the little box that says, "Is this for children?" Yes.
Shit.
Hey, children go to pornography.com. They know.
I know that, and you know that, but you're not allowed to say it. We're not allowed to acknowledge that universal truth.
Anyway, this is a moral quandary, because I came across pornography, like a drawn stuff, of Jaden Animations, the YouTuber, the storytime YouTuber girl, lady.
Yeah, I don't know what she looks. I've never seen her in like.
No, it wasn't her in real life. It was her character that she uses on all of her videos with the hair and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Internet.
And they, it was a porn with her as the thing.
Okay.
Amazing.
And I was like,
For them. For me.
Like, my first thought was, that's not correct. You can't do that, because Jaden Animations is not a character created by Jaden Animations. That's just how she chooses to portray herself in the videos, where she talks about very personal things, and that is her, for all intents and purposes. And then just because it's a cartoon, people find it to be okay to make pornography of it. And I'm not sure where, it's weird, because it's like...
No, I don't think I agree with you. I think if it's a cartoon avatar, I kind of think it's fair game.
Well, this is what I was wondering about, because the cartoon avatar aspect, regardless of that, there's been there was Game Grumps porn, of John and Aaron fucking each other, and Danny and Aaron, and there's just they're human beings. Everyone knows what they look like. Pornography of them. They don't seem to mind. They think it's funny, as far as I know. But I feel like Jaden herself is not the person who would be okay with this, and so I feel like is it a case by case thing? Is it just sort of like a politeness? Like, if they don't like it, maybe don't do that, because it's their it's their it's their likeness in all the ways that matter.
Well,
and it's not a character designed by them.
I don't know. Are you saying when you say don't do it?
I didn't say that, but I'm implying it. Yes.
Is important.
Well, I don't know. Do you mean it shouldn't be allowed?
I don't know. I found it to be a question, because it was good art, And I'm like, well, it looks good, but like, I feel a bit weird about it. Because I know that she would not like this. Because I've watched a few of her videos. I know what she's like. She is sort of, I don't know, self-conscious about these sorts of things. So it's just sort of the context of it being
20% cooler.
her and like I'm not trying to like decide on like what is the rule we should have for all things.
I don't know if it's okay to do it with the Game Grumps. I don't think that like the fact that she wouldn't like it means that it's not okay to do it.
I don't think it means it's not okay. I just think it's like you probably shouldn't anyway. Like I don't think anyone should get in trouble for it. I don't think it's quote unquote bad, but I think if it's someone's representation of themselves and you're projecting like your fantasies onto a real person essentially, and they're not comfortable with it, it's probably not like you probably shouldn't, but like it's the internet, you're not going to be able to stop it. And like if you're Jaden Animations, you kind of have to like know going into like becoming a public facing figure that this is just one of the things that happens to you.
Yep.
And sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at first, you know, I was like humming and hawing over it, and then I went to see the artist. Like they clicked on their name, their name was like signed, and they had their Twitter account, and their attitude was sort of like what pushed me to making it, to thinking that it was wrong, because they were like, you know, in the comments, like they had this pin, and in the comments people were like, you can't do that, this is immoral, this is a real person. And there was a very clear divide of people who just said, get mad, go cry somewhere, fuck you, nobody cares, we just want to fap. And the people who are like, you know, trying to be a little bit, you know, moral about it. And I didn't like the attitude of the artist, because the artist was like, yeah, fuck you, go die if you don't like it. I'm gonna keep drawing it. And it's like, I guess like you can do that. It's not like I'm gonna try and stop you, but it just got me thinking, because it's not something I had not come across that before.
I mean,
even though I did know about Game Grumps stuff, though, I guess I had come across it before. So it's already been a thing. I just like more of a visceral like reaction to that one.
I mean, I don't know. Is it okay to do that with like Aaron and Dan, John, whatever?
I mean, if they don't have a problem with it,
I kind of don't see what their opinion has to do with it.
Well, I guess it's just sort of like a courtesy thing. Like, if you ever want to get along with them and they don't like it and you do it anyway, then you're not going to be able to get along with them. But there's, you know, the whether it's wrong or right to do, I think there's no like hard and fast rule. Like, you should be allowed to do it, and the people who approve of it will like it, and the people who disapprove of it will not like it or you. And that's just how it will be.
Well, I think does she know about it? Has she said anything about it? Like,
I don't know. Well, this is weird, because there's lots of them. Like, it wasn't just one artist. There was like a whole tag, and I was like, oh,
that's very strange.
Okay. So it's big enough that she probably has heard about it. I don't know if she said anything about it. I don't follow her too closely.
I mean, I wouldn't if I were her.
Yes. But
so, good idea.
That's the event that happened on the pornography.com.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Weird. What's the URL for that?
Let me put it right on screen.
Put in the show notes.
Send me the link so I can like really get an informed opinion about that.
I can't remember the name of the artist, but I guess I can go look and find it if you actually want to see it. You sicko, you fucker.
I don't care. I don't even know what Jaden Animations looks like. What her avatar looks like.
It's like just barely anything, right? It's just like a little
brown hair, long brown hair.
It's a stick figure with a purple shirt usually, and the brown hair with the distinctive curls in it. And it's like, you know, iconic, I guess. It's one of the bigger talk people animation things. Story time.
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember. Oh, wow. I Google it, and I don't even have to Google Jaden Animation's porn, and like one of the first results is like a picture of her like getting a wedgie, and like her butt cheeks are kind of showing. So okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's it's just one of those things where it is a female, and it is therefore. Yeah, that's the thing that was annoying me a little bit. There were some people who were saying, I invoke Rule 34, like that's... Yeah. Like that, I mean, I understand that that's
porn,
like the funny joke.
There's porn in the Google search. There's porn on the first page of the Google search just for Jaden Animations. Okay,
it's
this isn't even niche.
It's like, yeah, Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn of it, does not mean that it is like okay to do and like should be okay. People were invoking Rule 34 like it was an actual rule of law that was.
Oh, I see.
And it's like stupid.
It's like, oh, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a terrible argument. It's like, oh, well, didn't you know that this thing always happens, therefore it is good? Right. Very stupid. Something an idiot would think. Gotcha.
Yes, but, well, I mean, people have drawn porn of, like, my characters, but not of me, I think.
Listen closely. This is important.
Now it's gonna happen.
Not too late. Not anymore. I don't know. I keep thinking like, well, it's you know, it's okay to do it with the grumps, so why not Jaden? But it's like, but was it okay to do? Is that violating Dan and Aaron's fucking autonomy or whatever? Even if they don't care. Like, is it not okay to do? I don't know. Am I just relying on precedent?
It is an interesting set of questions. Because you're dealing more with real people that are not explicitly, like, in the porn industry. Like, you could draw porn of a porn artist and nobody would bat an eye, because they already do that. It's sort of like in the same way that it's not right, the sort of, like, celebrity, candid photo culture, where they try to get upskirts of like famous women coming out of the car, like that sort of stuff. It's not right, but I also don't really care because they're celebrities and they have loads of money.
It needs to be about 20%
I don't know anything about that world. It, you know, it's like bad for them, but it's not so bad that I should like fight for their rights because it's not that big of a deal really.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like it's just complicated. It's a complicated thing.
Agreed.
You can't fight every single battle.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth on it. I think I don't know what I think about this. Sorry.
Shall we?
I have no opinion.
If you have something to say in the comments and you haven't already commented and left, then you can say something in the comments and we'll
tell me what to think, please.
The one time we'll ever divert
to commenters. It needs to be about 20% cooler.
Well, that sure was a diversion. What do we think? Are we? It's time for voicemail?
I think it is time for voicemails.
Yeah, we're closing in on almost 2 hours.
Holy
an hour
shit!
45 right now.
How did we do that?
Well, we're really smart. We're really, you know, there's not that many today. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 12 emails or voicemails, so we're gonna blast through these.
I gotta open up the voicemail tab and
in no time flat, I would say. I'm trying. Do we have any?
For them.
For
me.
Have any
for Equestria.
familiar names? Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah, a couple of names I already recognize here. Very good.
Right. I'm ready.
Okay. First one we're gonna do is hobbies and productivity. 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to be a
Hobbies
tree.
are not meant to be productive, and anyone who thinks otherwise is a fool. If you're doing something as a hobby and your main goal is for it to be productive over being fun, you should have made that thing your job, dumbass. The point of a hobby is to relax and not be productive so you don't kill yourself from fucking burnout. If you're trying to be productive with a hobby, it's a side hustle. It's not a hobby anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of people want to make would want to make their hobby their job in some way.
And that's what
a lot of people's goal.
You're doing something on the side with the hope of making it your main thing.
Oh,
I think the problem the things with like that people have issues with hobbies and things is like, even if you're doing something as a hobby, like if you're just drawing and like I just want to draw for fun, you know, like with social media and everything, like everything has metrics now besides just I'm making money off it versus I'm not. And you get into that mentality of like, now I'm like in a market and competing with other people because I'm trying to just like get recognition, and that kind of makes it feel like a job even if you're not trying to make money off it or make it your job.
Yeah, I mean,
me like your big number, me like your number go up.
Exactly.
When you're being, you could be productive in a hobby even if it's something you're not monetized. Like if you're just gardening like for fun, you can, you know, you can be productive, have a productive day in your garden.
I think what they
mean,
like,
you know, it's like, oh, these flowers are like, you know, well fertilized now or whatever.
I think what they're talking about is like being productive at the expense of the relaxation, which is the main point. Like if being productive in the garden is what makes it fun, then of course that's part of it. But like if it's a fucking chore and you kind of dislike it, then it's not a hobby, it's something else. It's a fucking work, it's a chore, literally.
Yeah. If you're starting to stress about it, you know.
Yeah.
You probably have a motive
it.
there at some level of consciousness besides just having fun.
Yeah. I have a hobby in crochet and I haven't touched my yarn in months, but that's fine. I'll get around to it when I feel like it.
I guess my hobby would be, yeah, I guess worms are my hobby.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think you've ever been stressed about that at all, really.
Well,
other than like just like the toil of doing the work.
So I mean, it stresses me out to go on Amazon and see that they don't sell isomalto-oligosaccharides anymore.
Well, that's more stress with capitalism than.
Is that the brother of
else.
The other saccharide that made Smash Brothers?
Yeah, fructo-oligosaccharide was the Smash Bros guy. But that's not stress from my hobby. That's stress from an external force preventing me from doing it. Yeah. I guess I am gonna turn that into, if I make a video about that, which I want to. I guess that would sort of be turning it into a side hustle. I guess because technically I might make ad revenue off it, but like.
I think
a couple thousand people. I just want to make that like just because I want to.
I think getting the word out, like making money from something doesn't necessarily make it a side hustle, especially if it's something like a video where it's almost incidental, you know? But like if you were like making that video like, okay, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna start building an audience to try and do a course.
I'm gonna rebrand my whole online persona. I'm gonna be the worm guy.
That's where it becomes a side hustle.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Thanks for the call. Next one, literally Fapper. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, PCP. I want to personally congratulate the entire fan base for not ever audibly jerking off during these fucking voicemails. So.
I mean. I wonder if maybe there were some in the past and Nate, they didn't make it through Nate's quality controls.
We'll never know.
We will never know. But nowadays anything goes. It's anarchy, baby. Next one, phallic person. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I heard you had a big cock. Nice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You heard
right back at you, brosif. Well, that just makes my day.
Yeah.
I gotta say. That's what you call
Send that voicemail next week as well.
Yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming. If you know what I'm saying. Next one, Zinthus, about poetry. 3, 2, 1, go.
So like 6 years after finishing school, I'm back to reading and trying to recite poetry and shit.
You're so
out of
fucking
my
old,
own free will.
dude. You're so fucking old.
Because I had like this thought, is like, isn't poetry like based? When you think about it, its primary mode of distribution was oral or through newspapers, aka through the only real mass media at the time it was invented. So in essence, it was like the only real, fast, snappy, disposable media that could spread in a society in the past. What is the modern equivalent of fast, disposable media that can spread like a disease in modern times? Memes and YouTube videos. Exactly, boys. What I'm saying is, meme compilation videos on YouTube is the equivalent of Edgar Allan Poe and Mikhail Minescu. Fuck yeah.
Bazinga.
All right. I like your hustle.
So poems were memes?
I don't think
memes are poetry, I think is the point.
No, I think that a poem could express a meme. Like there might have been poetic memes, or what we might consider memes today. Like,
well, nursery rhymes, is that a form of poetry?
or like a limerick or something, right?
Sure.
Or like or like a joke in poetry form. Like the Raven is not a meme.
I quote the Raven every day.
Terrible.
I always go to my friends. I say, "Qua nevermore," and they're like, "Yeah."
And they're like, "Ah ha 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 ha!" I loved it when he said that.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.
No, just awful. Just a disaster. Frankly, your analysis dismantles itself. It doesn't need us to do it for you. Try harder. Next one is Greetings, Gents. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, my dudes. Hope that all is well. Today,
No.
I got a few things on my mind. But first, I have a buddy here that really wants to talk to Ben.
Oh god, is it the samurai?
Konnichiwa.
God damn it. It was.
Aha, you have been had.
No.
Twice,
I knew it. No.
How test revenge. How test samurai. Henisu. Also, Hippo-chan. Hello. Anyway, samurai krano ni. Benno-san. 0. You shall regret abandon aso traitor. But until next time, sayonara.
Sayonara, Sensei. Please don't rape me, though.
Thank you for saying hello. I feel included.
But, hey, Hippo, could you maybe like talk to this guy and talk him out of this whole like rape thing?
The rape thing?
Remember when I got raped canonically by Joe Biden after my Pokemon battle against him during a Nuzlocke conquest?
No.
Yeah, that's literally canon, and you can go back.
I didn't realize Joe Biden was in your Nuzlocke.
I believe Tara Reid because after Joe Biden was finished with Tara Reid, he went after me, and yeah, the evidence is right there. We have him on recording. He's there. You can go and listen to it. It's all there in black and white. I have evidence. Post on Twitter. Go to Twitter and post at FBI. I have evidence that will lead to the arrest of a Mr. Joseph Robinette Biden. And then link my Nuzlocke video, please. Thanks.
I just realized you called me Hippo-chan. That's cute.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like Chris Chan.
No. No.
No. Why would you do that?
Chris Chan. I mean, Chris Chan didn't know that Chan was like a girl thing. Back when it was boy Chris Chan. He was just like, oh yeah, in anime sometimes people add Chan, and also it's a pun because my name is Chris Chin, so Chris Chan. Ha ha ha.
And his last name is Chandler. So it's a triple
wait,
pun.
that too? Yeah, I guess it's both. I guess it's both.
It's a very versatile name.
It was just too good to pass up.
It's like onion. There's so many layers. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yes. Thanks. Hey, thanks, honorable samurai, and I please no sexual assault. Next one is from Jeff Queen. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nigga's name is Joff. Can you imagine? Nigga, pick one. Is it Jeff? Is it Josh? Is it George? Imagine if you ask my name and they said, "Miss Shush."
What?
I don't know.
It's hard when I don't know what your name actually is, and the end of that joke did not land. But
I mean, I like the noise. That's shoosh. That's a good one.
I don't come to whatever backwards country you live in and critique your naming conventions. No, you know what? I will. Hey, you sound like South American or some shit. And let me tell you what's wrong. Let me tell you what's wrong with the Hispanics.
Oh no, we're gonna lose a lot of South American viewers, of which there are actually quite a lot.
The problem with Hispanic people is that their names and addresses are really fucking long. They're all really fucking long. They all are like 4 lines, and every line is like 6 words. It's like, oh, Calle de la Puente e la Puerta de la Sol, 8/12/49, Puerto de las Muertes en las Costa Ricas, por favor, in Canada or whatever. They're all like that. They're all fucking like that, and I don't care for it. Thank you very much. So fuck you. At least Jeff is only 5 letters, you piece of shit. Thoughts? Prayers?
I would say out of this one.
Okay, alright. It's really long. It's really fucking long names around those parts. Okay, next one is from Vintage. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I just want to correct that samurai guy who keeps calling in.
Thank you.
At the end of every
do.
single one of his voicemails, he says, "Until next time, sayonara." Sayonara in Japanese is like the kind of phrase you say when you're expecting to not see someone again, or not expecting to see someone for a really long time. It's like what people say when they're leaving or like moving away for many years, or when they're not expecting to see someone for several months. They say sayonara. The most common way to say goodbye to someone who you're expecting to see again is jane. So yeah, fuck you, fake samurai guy.
Damn.
I mean, maybe the idea is that he says sayonara to trick you into thinking that you will never see him again. And then
he says, "Until next time, sayonara," right?
I mean,
you will never see me coming until next time.
Maybe it's like poetic irony, like, when I betrayed my clan, and burned down the temple and stole the sacred scrolls or whatever, stashed them away, and ran off in the night. Maybe like right before that I said Jane, right? But I should have said sayonara, and now he's saying it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause he's like, yeah, you get it, and I'm like, oh, I understand. I understood the symbolism all along. Actually, I understood the message, but I pretended not to lull him into a false sense of security, and it didn't work. And I am being threatened with sexual assault regularly. But win some, you lose some.
At least you got the Kagebunshin no Jutsu scroll. You learned that.
Is that Shadow Clone?
Yeah.
Does my Japanese education, yeah, Shadow Bunshin clone? Very good. Very good. Yeah, well, I got that one, and I got the one genjutsu that like puts someone in like fucking torture hell for